Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three, nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three, hit it. That's a three for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calaros sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Ryan, nice post move, lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bull's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the 3, nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long 3, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep 3, hit it. That's a 3 for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A three. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce. Gets it into Ryan. Ryan. Nice post move. Lays it up and in and scores two.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three. She puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Bay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice-looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key, 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A three. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce. Gets it into Ryan. Ryan. Nice post move. Lays it up and in and scores two.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three. She puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow.
Welcome to another broadcast of high school sports here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We want to say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage.
Thank you to these businesses that bring you every high school and Husker broadcast.
Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, Arrow Seed, Team Physical Therapy, Meade Lumber, Custer Federal State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Trotter Service, Shelter Insurance, Agland ATV, Duda Plumbing, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Geared for Sports, Broken Bow Dental, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, Gateway Motors, High Street Insurance and Financial Services, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Justin Thompson Agency, Palmer Monument, Central Nebraska Diesel. Let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action. on Central Nebraska's Source.
And good afternoon and welcome to Anselmo-Merna High School and the community of Merna. Clark Adams Field, the site for some playoff football here on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video. My name is Jeremy Scheib. I'll be joined later in the pregame by my broadcast partner, Larry Kottner. Jack Simpson is behind the camera for this radio and video production. We're right on time, 6 o'clock, an hour of pregame coming your way featuring coach interviews. We've got highlights from both of these teams' victories last week, getting them into the second round of the D2 playoffs. It's a great pregame coming your direction thanks to these wonderful sponsors joining those that you heard in the introduction. 4 County Heating and Air, Clang Financial, The Garden Center, Backbone of Healthcare, Thrivent Financial, Bubba's Smoke Shack, Larry Leaphart and Lacey Hopp with Pioneer Seed, K&K Backhoe, Prairie Eye Care, Insurance of the Heartland, Culligan, Fixed Right Auto Body, Hermsmeyer Agronomy, 450 Ag, AM Boosters, Consolidated, Bass Enterprises, Kristen Electric, Muddy Creek Auto, The Market and Mill, 1886 Good Time Saloon, Jordan Dental, Louis Body Shop and the Forget Me Not Shop, Nebraska Past Your Door, Dairy Queen, Trotter Fertilizer, and Woe & Go of Merna, Blakeman Seed, Seavers Angus, Reliable Earth Construction, The McGinn Ranch, Hillary Williams Photography, Merna Valley Organic, KC Electric, Ewalt's Grocery, Midwest Partitions, Western Nebraska Bank, Sandhills Public Schools, Cow Country Animal Clinic, Redwood Inn and Sainer Ranch, The Tumbleweed Cafe, Licking Ranch, Prott Irrigation, Left's Gun Care, Myers Ranch, Schaefer Beef, Thomas Livestock, Uncle Bug's Pest Control, Lonesome River Ranch, Sandhills Corral, Maple Park Dental of Broken Bow and Burwell Livestock, Markham Construction, Gaffney Farms, C&M Auto, Custer County Exteriors, Healing Hearts and Families, and A1 Auto Repair. Those of you tuning in to the video broadcast can also see several sponsors scrolling across your screen, making it possible for us to bring extra equipment to bring you a video and radio broadcast this afternoon and evening. We'll hear from some of those sponsors. When we come back, we'll break down a little bit more about Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford, their records, their previous matchups, and start to dig into things ahead of what should be a wonderful football game here in Merna tonight on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Smoke Shack in Pleasanton, where the smoke's rolling and the flavor's unforgettable. From wood smoke barbecue and mouth-watering brisket to their award-winning sauce, Bubba's does it right every time. Big event or small, they've got you covered. And don't you forget those famous Bubba's beans, a crowd favorite. Everything's homemade and the word reheated isn't in their vocabulary. Call Shane with Bubba's Smoke Shack today at 308-440-3680 and make your next event one to remember.
Larry Leaphart and Lacey Hopp with Pioneer Hybrid International are your local Pioneer Seed team, providing year-round support to improve your yields. They're with you from the word go. Contact Larry or Lacey today. They'd be excited to partner with you. Supporting you from start to finish and supporting these student athletes on the road. Larry Leaphart and Lacey Hopp with Pioneer Hybrid International, serving Central Nebraska.
Big jobs take the right equipment. Simply put, K&K Backhoe and Irrigation has that equipment. Call them at 872-2547. They do septic systems, lot grading, water and sewer lines, septic pumping, dirt hauling, irrigation pipe repair, snow removal, basement and footing excavation, concrete removal, and dozer work. Call K&K Backhoe and Irrigation at Broken Bow. They're ready to go to work. 872-2547.
When the crowd is there, you want to bring your A game.
You've practiced hard. You've thrown, caught, run, jumped, tackled, set, and spiked plenty in practice over the years.
Then a basketball meets your face.
Next game, it happens again.
You get flashbacks of that volleyball that did the same darn thing.
I'm Dr. Jeff Sanger.
And I'm Dr. Jinsey Ross.
If you're fighting a blur other than your running speed, schedule an appointment with us at Prairie Eye Care. Whether in sports or everyday life, we want you seeing 20/20.
Prairie Eye Care is proud to support this broadcast of high school athletics.
Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is a proud radio sponsor of area high school sports. The skills that students learn in athletics go beyond the playing field. These student athletes learn teamwork, work ethic, and competitiveness, just to name a few. The sports that they participate in also are a way to bring communities together. The team at Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is happy to help bring you this broadcast to cheer on your team.
Today on Hey Culligan, reverse to reduce. Here's Bob.
Hey Culligan, I love fresh water, but I got plastic bottles coming out.
Whoa, Bob, you are not kidding about the bottles. But did you know Culligan's reverse osmosis and always-on drinking water systems provide fresh, clean, delicious drinking water and help reduce the equivalent of over 15 billion plastic bottles from landfills worldwide?
Holy, fresh, environmentally friendly drinking water. Am I right?
Right, Bob. And we're already on the way.
Contact your local Culligan dealers, Del Moniger and Tim Wright in Broken Bow.
Storms. They're nasty, mean, and the last thing they have in mind is watching out for your vehicle. When storms scratch or dent your ride, bring it to Fixed Right Auto Body in Broken Bow. Todd and the crew want to put their experience to work for you. They're happy to give you a free estimate. Deer are on the move no matter the season. If you have a close encounter that results in damage, bring it to Fixed Right. They'll work with your insurance agency to make everything even smoother. Just north of the railroad tracks on 10th Avenue in Broken Bow. Fixed Right Auto Body.
Monty Hermsmeyer with Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer Seed wishes these hardworking athletes the best as they compete in the sports broadcast. Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer works hard to provide quality service and stands behind their product. Just like Pioneer Seed is the foundation of a bountiful harvest, our area student athletes are the seeds to our future success. Good luck from Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer Seed, located in Sargent.
Welcome back to Merna as we are getting ready for Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford. Let's take a quick look at these two teams as we get you set up for this one. Sandhills Thedford coming in with a record of 7-2. They've played double the amount of opponents that Anselmo-Merna has that are under 500, so a little bit easier schedule for Sandhills Thedford, but not that much easier. They're still in the same district as Anselmo-Merna is, which has a combined record of 25-18. They started 1-2, but have won 6 in a row since. They recently, somewhat recently, midway through the season, moved Mo Robinson to the quarterback position, and you can see the statistics change when you take a look at this Sandhills Thedford team and what that did for them. They're coming off of a 46-12 win side victory, which you heard right here on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video. We'll talk a little bit more about that one as we move into the pregame here a little bit. And you'll also hear highlights from that game with Larry Kottner on the call last week. The Anselmo-Merna Coyotes, the only blemish on their schedule is to an 8-0 Central Valley team, which they lost that game 8-62, but a lot of people have been losing to Central Valley this season in a big way. Very, very good football team at a high spot in the D2 bracket. Anselmo-Merna has played a very tough schedule. They've only played 2 opponents under 500. They did beat Sandhills Thedford by 2, 36-34 in the first game of the season. Dane DeRee is number 2 in all-class rushing in the entire state of Nebraska with over 1,700 yards. First place is Kip Brigham of Wahoo. Speaking of that top 10 list, Mo Robinson of Sandhills Thedford is on that list. He is number 8 on that all-class rushing list with just short of 1,500 yards this season. We'll take another break. When we come back, highlights from Sandhills Thedford win against Winside last week here on KBBN Radio.
Relationships, knowledge, agriculture. Sandy Priest and Mallory Kuski with 450 Ag have locations in Broken Bow and Kearney. So when you need guidance on protecting your farm, ranch, or crops, they're never too far away. They specialize in crop insurance, offering multi-peril, hail and wind, livestock risk protection, and pasture, rangeland, forage insurance. Sandy and Mallory know what suits your needs and are excited to talk to you. Make an appointment or catch them at their offices. Visit 450ag.com. Invested in your future, insuring for your success.
Just as all the athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season, the Anselmo-Merna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the Boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo-Merna Boosters.
Consolidated is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated super fast broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
Medicare open enrollment is here now through December 7th. Bass Enterprises is ready to help you review your current plan, compare new options, and find coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're enrolling for the first time or making changes, Teresa Bass and Addie Jo Martin can help. Call and make your appointment today. You'll find Bass Enterprises at 2021 South E Street, Suite 4 in Broken Bow, right beside Maple Park Dental. Bass Enterprises, your local Medicare experts.
Electricity. We use it every single day. Kristen Electric is ready to help you with your electric projects in underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. If it needs electricity, Kristen Electric can get it there. Call 308-258-4164. They'll figure out a plan to get you on the way to having reliable electricity. For underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. Proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes by sponsoring this broadcast. Kristen Electric.
Let's go Coyotes. Muddy Creek Auto is fired up to cheer on Anselmo-Merna this season. Thinking about a new ride? Jump online to Muddy Creek Auto or cruise by their lot right across the highway from the school in Myrna. Fresh inventory is rolling in all the time, and you can catch the latest on Facebook too. Drive strong, play hard, and keep that Coyote spirit alive. Brought to you by Muddy Creek Auto.
The Market and Mill is nestled right in the community of Anselmo, and they would love for you to visit sometime soon. The market continues to offer a great variety of convenient items you can swing by and grab to put in your fridge, cabinets, or pantry. The Mill is a place for the community to come together over a delicious coffee shop experience. Open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 6, and Sunday, 9 to 2. The Market and Mill in Anselmo, cheering on the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes.
Looking for a good time, delicious food, and the coldest of drinks? It's waiting in Anselmo at the 1886 Good Time Saloon. Head in to enjoy daily lunch specials on weekdays from 11 until 2. Homemade pizza Tuesday through Sunday, and Saturday is prime rib night, which comes with your choice of potato and salad bar. Whether you're driving through or you make it your destination, 1886 Good Time Saloon will see you soon at Anselmo. They're proud to cheer on the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes.
Good luck to the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes from Jordan Dental in Myrna. Dr. Clint Jordan and his staff want to congratulate the Coyotes on their success as a team. You've all certainly worked hard to get better, and it's exciting to see you compete. Call the Jordan Dental office for your next dental checkup. 643-2255. They'll help you have a winning smile. Enjoy this broadcast brought to you in part by Jordan Dental in Myrna.
Highlights from Sandhills, Thedford versus Winside, October 23rd, 2025. Larry Cotnier on the call on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
It's 3rd and goal from inside the 1. And again, Anderson out of the gun. He'll take it, follow the blockers, up to the line of scrimmage. He's in there, touchdown. Carter Anderson on a 1-yard quarterback draw. Takes it in with the 7:47 mark of the first quarter. It's Sandhills Thedford that strikes first for this ball game. Out of the gun, Ashoff being pressured. He's going to be ate up. Pulling his way through Mason Cooksley. He just went over the lineman in front of him and then swallowed up Ashoff back at about the 34-yard line. Back to throw. Robinson across the left side. He's got his man set. Breaks loose. 30, 35. Still on his feet into Winside territory and dropped down at about the 37-yard line. Things Sandhills Thedford trying to get more here on their second possession. Looking to go deep. Robinson through the end zone. Got him in. Goshorn got it. He's in there for the score from 23 yards out. Robinson put it right on the money. And with 1:44 to go here in the quarter, Sandhills Thedford extends their lead to 12-0. The give, the ball is loose, and it's still loose. Going to be being picked up. With it, it's Rabu. He picks it up at the 31 and returns it to the 39. And a big turnover from Winside just when they had things going their way. Sandhills Thedford looking at 2nd and 21 from their own 27-yard line. Goshorn wide out to the left, Anderson to the right. Lone setback is Robinson. They do have 2 tight ends. They'll fake to give to Anderson. Robinson to the outside, 20, cuts back, 25, 30, 40. He's into the player first way, gets a block from Goshorn, inside the 20, inside the 10, 5, touchdown. Bo Robinson takes it the distance. 53 yards on. Out of the gun, Robinson. He'll fake the give, go to the right side, out to the 5. Takes his way down to the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown. He leaned in to Hammock, who put a pretty good hit on him. Both kids get up and congratulate themselves on a good play. And it's an 11-yard touchdown run for Bo Robinson. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. That's Goshorn. Back to pass. It's Robinson going across the middle. He's got his man Anderson inside the 10. 5, touchdown. Carter Anderson on the reception. 30 yards on the pass play. And Sandhills Thedford continues to light it up. Ashoff out of the gun. They'll pitch it to Krause. He's not going to go anywhere. He's going to lose yards. Ethan Rabu led that one. He saw that all the way. So did Peyton Sainer. A couple of seniors reading that one. Out of the gun, it's Ashoff. Wide receivers to each side. Ashoff got some time. Now he's going to step up and run. Off to the left side. Nice open field tackle by Mason Sutton. Brings him down at about the 33-yard line. Boy, he got a shifty runner down on a good open field tackle. Back to throw. Ashoff being pressured. He's going to be dropped for a loss. Ball's loose, and Mason Cooksley is on top of it. So Sandhills Thedford gets it right back. The pressure, though, came from Peyton Sainer along with Andrew Bird. Out of the gun, it's Robinson. Goshorn back there next to him. Off to the left side. Robinson follows the blockers, goes in untouched. Trying to get to the outside. It's Krause. He's going to be wrestled down. Reaching out and grabbing him was Cesar Chavez, the freshman for Sandhills Thedford. And you can hear the fans across the way for the Knights giving him an applause for making that open field tackle.
Again, those were highlights from Sandhills Thedford's win last week against Winside to punch their ticket into this matchup against Anselmo-Merna, which is coming your way. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Stick around. We've got highlights from Anselmo-Merna's win against Lions Decatur Northeast coming your way next.
The Forget-Me-Not Shop and Louie's Body Shop in Sargent are proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes. The Forget-Me-Not Shop offers beautiful floral arrangements and a great selection of gifts, while Louie's Body Shop will get your ride looking its very best. At their locations in Sargent, they're thankful for your business and are proud to cheer on the hard-working student athletes who give it their all each game. Go Coyotes!
This fall, the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes have shown what true grit, teamwork, and heart are all about. From the first kickoff to the final whistle, you battled every yard with pride and determination. And now you're in the Nebraska State Football Playoffs. Congratulations, Coyotes, on an incredible season of hard work and success. Your community is behind you all the way. Nebraska past your doors cheering you on as you forge ahead, stronger than ever. Go Coyotes, bring home the win.
Fall just got sweeter at Dairy Queen in Broken Bow. Sip into the season with the new Maple Cookie Shake, a delicious blend of world-famous DQ soft serve, creamy real milk, and just the right crunch of maple cookie crumble. It's the perfect combination of smooth, sweet, and crunchy that captures all the flavors of autumn in one single sip. Stop by DQ in Broken Bow and indulge in a shake that's made for fall days and crisp evenings. Dairy Queen, Broken Bow.
This broadcast is brought to you by proud Coyote supporters Trotter Fertilizer and Trotter's Woe and Go of Merna. The entire staff at Trotters is proud to sponsor this broadcast in support of the student athletes who remain so impressively dedicated despite all that is on their busy schedules. Strengthen your operation with Trotter Fertilizer or keep your ride fueled up and going at Trotter's Woe and Go. Sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Blakeman Seed, your local Asgrow and DeKalb dealers, are proud to work alongside the hard-working farmers who help our communities grow. And they see that same dedication in today's student athletes. The Anselmo-Merna Coyotes know what it means to put in the effort day after day to reach their goals. Blakeman Seed is proud to sponsor this broadcast and bring the action to those cheering from home. Keep growing strong, Coyotes. They are proud of you.
Sievers Angus, Ty, Tabby, Tate, and Tilden Sievers wish the Anselmo-Merna student athletes and coaches the best during this sports season. They'll be cheering on the Coyotes. Hey, feel free to contact Sievers Angus for your private treaty heifer and your Angus seed stock needs. For more information, visit SieversAngus.com. Success is born out of faith, an undying passion, and a relentless drive. Proud to sponsor this broadcast, Sievers Angus. Go Coyotes!
If it has to do with moving the ground, call Bill Myers with Reliable Earth Construction. He's ready to head to the site you have your eyes on and remove trees, move dirt, or clear it and prep it for anything. Simply put, you don't have to worry about whether or not Bill has the equipment to do the job. Give him a call and you know he'll get the work done right. 308-870-0329 for Reliable Earth Construction, sponsors of this sports broadcast.
The McGinn Ranch knows a thing or two about hard work, long days, early mornings, and giving your best no matter the challenge. That's why they're proud to support the dedicated student athletes of Anselmo-Merna. Just like on the ranch, success in competition takes grit, teamwork, and heart. The McGinn Ranch is proud to help bring this broadcast to those who can't be there in person. Keep working hard, Coyotes. They're cheering you on.
Highlights from Anselmo-Merna versus Lions Decatur Northeast, October 23rd, 2025. Jeremy Shipe with the call on KCNI Radio.
Everybody in tight for Anselmo-Merna. Two running backs in the backfield with Duree. Duree pulls it out of the belly of one of them, breaks one tackle, sheds a second, and is into the end zone. Touchdown, Anselmo-Merna Coyotes. 25.7 on the first quarter clock. It's 6-0, Anselmo-Merna. Dropping back to Duree, aggressive move. Timmy Myers on the post route right up the middle. Timmy Myers into Lions Decatur Northeast territory. He's got it inside of the 30-yard line. They love going to Timmy Myers on those routes. Third down, dropping back to pass is the quarterback Hayes. He's going to be tackled at the 1.5-yard line. Coming in and getting him is Braden Wilson. Big play on third down. Now Duree gets the snap, design run, bounces it to the outside, sheds one tackle, walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Coyotes from 8 yards. But Duree used those long strides to the outside and eventually walked into the end zone. Shotgun snap again to Duree. Has two blockers out of the backfield. Duree into the front side of the field, and he's broken into the open. He's gone just that quick up the sideline. Anselmo-Merna scores from 44 yards out on the quarterback's feet. Dane Duree. Nice patient running. Good blocking on the outside of that play by the Coyotes, who strung it out well. And then Duree just had to stride it out from their coach. And now they hand it off up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown from 19 yards out. Kanan Priest. Just that quick. Something opened up right between the tackles. Three wide receivers to the short side of the field, one to the long side of the field for Duree, who drops back inside of the Coyote territory. Gets a little bit of pressure, guns one up, looking for Timmy Myers. Oh, he reels it in! Touchdown, Coyotes! 6 yards on the connection to Timmy Myers, who came open late. What a pass and catch. With 2.3 seconds remaining on the first half clock, the Coyotes touch their timeouts are justified, and they get a big touchdown to extend their lead back up. They send Wells in motion. Early pitch on the option play. Keenan Priest is into the open, has a first down. Nobody wraps up for Lions Decatur Northeast, and he gets a couple extra yards. They say he steps out at the 35-yard line. Clock inside, 7:20 to go here, third quarter. Anselmo-Merna up big, 44-8. Big play up the middle. It's going to be intercepted. Timmy Myers with it in the middle of the field. Timmy Myers with the return into Cougar territory inside the 35-yard line. He's getting some slaps on the helmet. Good job keeping his eyes on the quarterback. Hayes in the shotgun. Snap back to him, wants to pass. Tries to find a man over the middle, but what a big defensive play. Guess who? Drake Doss, coming from his line position out in the flat. He laid out for that one, Coach. Priest to the left, Wells to the right of Duree. Duree steps forward, now steps back to pass, has a man wide open, and backing into the end zone is Jackson Kristen. From 13 yards out, Anselmo-Merna scores. The handoff, no. Hayes going to keep it, pulls it out of the belly. Anselmo-Merna not fooled. Big play by Tate Sievers with the TFL. Loss of about 4 or 5 on the play, almost back to the 30-yard line. Timmy Myers makes one man miss. He breaks into the open inside the 10-5 touchdown. Timmy Myers.
Again, congratulations to the Coyotes for winning that game against Lions Decatur Northeast and punching their ticket forward to host Sandhills Thedford here tonight. That kickoff coming up at 7 o'clock. An interview with head coach Tyson Cox of the Sandhills Thedford Knights coming your way next.
Photographs capture memories so we can hold on to them forever. Hillary Williams Photography offers family sessions, and she loves doing senior photos as well. Tying the knot? Call Hillary to take pictures to remember the big day, or have her capture newborn pictures with stunning results that live on forever. Call 870-4620 for stunning professional photography. Hillary Williams Photography is proud to support the student athletes by bringing you this broadcast.
Merna Valley Organic is proud to sponsor sports action on the radio. They love supporting these student athletes in all that they do, both academically and in sports. Merna Valley Organic is the natural choice for certified organic crops by Roger and Brent Safranek. It's their pleasure to help bring this broadcast to the airwaves for those who can't make it to watch in person. Merna Valley Organic is cheering on all of the area's student athletes as they compete.
It's electric when these student athletes battle in competition. And it's also electric in a different way when you trust KC Electric with your residential and commercial electrical projects. Whether the electricity was flowing and isn't anymore, or you're looking for electricity that's in a brand new spot, call Kim with KC Electric at 308-872-1046. That electricity will be flowing like it should be in no time. Enjoy this broadcast of the Knights, brought to you by KC Electric.
Ewald's Grocery in Thedford is your full-service grocery store, proudly stocked with high-quality foods, great prices, and the friendly service you can count on. They take pride in supporting their local community and appreciate every customer who walks through their doors. Ewald's Grocery is also a big supporter of the Sandhills Thedford Knights, always cheering on their hard work and dedication. Ewald's Grocery, your hometown store and proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Midwest Partitions Incorporated in Thedford would like to take this opportunity to salute all of the student athletes in the area for working hard to prepare for every contest of the season. Through all the hard work and determination you show, you are setting a foundation for a successful future after high school. Good work from Midwest Partitions, delivering expertise, efficiency, and execution. Midwest Partitions Incorporated in Thedford.
Western Nebraska Bank. Bank on us. Your Locally owned, family bank, quick decisions, friendly and trusted. Our roots run deep in agriculture. We're your bank, modern and flexible. Learn more at WesternNebraskaBank.com. Western Nebraska Bank. Bank on us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The staff and administrators at Sandhills Public Schools are so proud of what this team has accomplished this season. They love backing the Knights. They get to see firsthand their hard work all the students put into their extracurricular activities all year long. No matter what activity or passion, Sandhills Thedford students set their goals high, and they're cheering them on every step of the way, saying, "Go Knights!" Sandhills Public Schools.
This sports broadcast is brought to you by Cow Country Animal Clinic, cheering on the Knights and all of the area student athletes. They invite you to see them in Thedford, whether you need vet services or supplies for animals that are large, small, or exotic. Enjoy the broadcast, brought to you in part by your friends and neighbors at Cow Country Animal Clinic of Thedford. Proud to be your local vet service and supply connection.
And at this time in our pregame show, visiting with Sandhills Thedford head coach Tyson Cox. Well, first off, Coach, congratulations on the win last week in the opening round of the playoffs. I know it's exciting to just be in the playoffs, but when you advance, it's even more exciting. Congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thank you. You know, the boys, they played probably their best game that first round of playoffs, and that's really what you're striving for, is to be playing your best ball at this time of year.
Tyson, I know that you love to preach a physical style of football, and I know that your running game has been very strong through the course of the season. What has made it work the most throughout the course of the year?
You know, our offensive linemen are getting better. They're really getting the system down, and our offensive linemen is, you know, they're getting in the right spots on the poles, and they're picking up their blocking assignments, and that helps a lot. And then when you got Maurice, who's just a big, strong, powerful kid, it's a good combination.
I know that coaches always want their defense to be playing very good at this time of the year as you go through the playoffs. What about your defense? Is it where you would like it to be at this point of the year?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we'll really find out this week, because that's a great offensive team that we're playing in Merna. So, you know, we're really working on some defensive front stuff and some stunts to make it a little easier for us to get in the right spot and a little harder for them to figure out where we're going to be at all the time.
I know that the game of football is not just physical, it's mental too. Talk a little bit about the confidence of this team. After starting the season 1-2, you guys have won 6 in a row. Talk about the confidence and the way the guys have stayed in the moment as you've kind of battled back and put together 6 wins in a row.
You know, we've had a lot of success here, and, you know, when we started out 1-2, us coaches, we were just preaching to them, hey, this is your team. You know, this year is you guys. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. You can, you know, write your legacy, whatever, just by what you guys do. So, you know, we've just been preaching that this is your team and be proud of it.
This will be the second time you played Anselmo-Merna this season. You met way back in the opening week of the season. I'm curious, for you, Coach, how is your team different and improved from the opening week of the season?
You know, just on the outside looking in, you know, we moved Maurice to quarterback, so, you know, we'll have a different starting quarterback than we did the first time we played. And, you know, we were plugging in a lot of young guys, trying to figure out where they fit to gel the best. And, you know, we've tried different situations and scenarios, and I think for us, we've got it down to where we do the best right now, so we'll just find out.
Talk a little bit more about your Anselmo-Merna and just your preparation for them. You guys know each other extremely well. You're familiar with one another. Talk about the preparation for this particular game and what will be the keys.
We just have to be physical. We have to win the line of scrimmage, and, you know, we have to stop Dane Dree, their quarterback. You know, he's a big, strong kid. You know, he's hard to bring down. He's leading the state in rushing, but he's got to be leading them in yards after contact. You know, we have to get him down. But when we hit him, we've got to tackle.
Well, Coach, it's always great to visit with you. Congratulations on the success up to this point, and we wish you and the kids the best of luck on Friday.
Thank you. Thanks for covering us.
Coach Tyson Cox joining us on our pregame show.
Again, thank you to Sandhills Thedford head coach Tyson Cox for spending some time talking to sports director Brent Apperson. We'll have a conversation with Brent and head coach of the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes, Troy Gilligan, when we return.
Troy Sainer with Sainer Ranch and the Redwood Inn is proud to help sponsor this sports broadcast. Located right in the heart of the Sandhills, the Redwood Inn is a charming motel in Halsey, perfectly situated for your family vacation, weekend getaway, or just a short stay on your way through the Sandhills. With new ownership, they are excited to provide continued improvements. Check out their Facebook page. Proud to support the hard work of the Sandhills Thedford Knights, Sainer Ranch, and the Redwood Inn.
Fall means football, volleyball, cross-country, golf, and plenty of busy days and nights. And the Tumbleweed Cafe and Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill have you covered. Start your day with a quick, tasty breakfast or grab an easy take-and-bake casserole from Tumbleweed for those hectic evenings. After the game, head to Cracker Jack's inside the Tumbleweed building, open nightly from 5 to 10 for food, drinks, and good times. Whether it's family meals or post-game celebrations, it's all happening on East Highway 2 in Broken Bow at Tumbleweed Cafe and Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill.
This broadcast featuring the Sandhills Thedford Knights is being brought to the airwaves in part by Wayne and Terry Licking with the Licking Ranch. For them, there's nothing like the enjoyment they feel when watching these student athletes achieve their very best in competition and in the classroom. That's why they're supporting this broadcast, to bring the hard work of the future generations to you. Enjoy the broadcast, brought to you by Wayne and Terry Licking and the Licking Ranch.
Remember that hunk of iron out in the field? The one that's always in the way when you don't need it? It's just sitting there reminding you about the gasket that was leaking or that awful sounding motor you heard while moving it out of your way? You've got enough to worry about. Let Prod Irrigation take it from here. They work on all systems, and as your local Ranke dealer, they've got the parts, the experience, and the techs to fix it. Whether it's a quick repair or a full upgrade, Ranke and Prod Irrigation stand behind every system they touch. Reliable equipment, trusted service, and long-term support powered by Ranke. Prod Irrigation, let's grow together.
Left's Gun Care in Myrna is proud to help get the Coyotes on the air. Craig is an FFL dealer who buys, sells, and trades firearms, and he can special order what you need or repair what you have too. Follow Left's Gun Care on Facebook. There's a link to shop online on their page. Call for an appointment at 308-636-8371 or swing by Monday to Friday 8 to 1 or most weekends from 9 to 5. Go Coyotes from Left's Gun Care of Myrna.
This broadcast of the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes is brought to you by the Myers Ranch. The playoff road is tough, challenging, and rewarding. This team has made the community proud, and they are standing behind you all the way. Congratulations on a great season, Coyotes, and best of luck as you continue to pursue your dreams in sports and in the classroom. Everyone at the Myers Ranch is rooting for you, and they are proud to help sponsor this broadcast.
David Hibner of North Platte is running for the U.S. House of Representatives for District 3 in this May's primary. He stands for faith, family, and patriotism and is a veteran Border Patrol agent as well as a cow-calf operator and agricultural producer. You're invited to meet him and his family in Thedford at the Thomas County Fairgrounds on November 22nd. Trent Luce, host of the Loose Tales podcast, will be the guest speaker. For more information or questions, visit davidphibner.com. Paid for by Hibner Ford, Nebraska. Thomas Livestock is proud to help sponsor this sports broadcast, featuring some of Central Nebraska's great student athletes. Thomas Livestock reminds you that eating pork gives you strength, so make pork part of your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's all kinds of ways to fix up pork. Wishing all of the area teams a successful season, Thomas Livestock, sponsors of this sports broadcast on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
And at this time in our pregame show, visiting with Anselmo-Merna head football coach Troy Gilligan. Well, Coach, first off, congratulations on the win a week ago in round one of the playoffs. I know it's exciting to be in the playoffs, but really exciting when you can advance. I'm sure you're proud of what your kids were able to accomplish.
Yeah, this time of year you want to play your best football, and I thought last week the boys played a heck of a game, and we're on to round two.
Coach, I know that your running game has been one of the keys to your success this year. Dane Dury has put up some incredible numbers, but I know it's not just him. It's the people around him as well. What are some of the things that has made your running game and your running attack so effective this year?
Yeah, mainly it's just the guys up front buying in. It's always tough to be the guy in the trenches that maybe doesn't get your name in the paper, but they keep grinding, they keep working. They do an excellent job up front controlling the line of scrimmage. And then when you have a back like Dane Dury behind them, it makes their job easy too. So.
Talk about your defense a little bit, Troy. I know that coming to this time of the year, you get into the playoffs. I know you want to be playing your best defense. Is your defense kind of where you hoped it would be at this time of the year?
Yeah. Last week, I think the varsity gave up points to a very good Lions-Decatur team. Earlier on in the year, we were kind of letting some big plays happen here and there, but I think we've kind of cleaned that up. And, yeah, I think we're probably playing our best defense right now. So,
talk about the mentality of the team. I mean, this has been a highly successful season for your kids. Just talk about the confidence through the course of the year. Take the confidence from week one to where it is right now.
Oh, it's a lot different. We got 3 really good wins right at the beginning of the year, and you could kind of see the shift in the mindset after getting those 3 big wins against some really high-caliber teams, Sandhills being one of them. Once you get a couple of those wins, you get a winning mentality, and those boys have really transferred into that, and it's just built their confidence from then till now.
Everybody's talking about the matchup you have coming up on Friday night. You get to take on Sandhills Thedford. It's an all-area matchup. We'll talk about them specifically in a moment, but you met them way back in the opening week of the season. I'm curious, how are you, the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes, different from that matchup to getting ready for Friday night?
Yeah, I think mainly it is that confidence aspect. We were 2-6 last year, so we really didn't have that winning mentality. We came out in that week one. We did some things incorrect, which you do in week one, that we hopefully clean up this next time around. But just having that confidence going into the second matchup will be huge for us.
There certainly is a strong familiarity with both of these teams. You know them. They know you. Just talk about your preparation with that familiarity and what will be the keys for the Coyotes coming up on Friday.
Yeah, for sure. Both teams very, very downhill, run hard, stack the box kind of teams. It'll be fun to grind out with Sandhills. It always is. I'm sure they're going to throw in some new stuff this week because we're familiar with them, and we're going to throw some new stuff at them that they haven't seen as well. So.
Well, Coach, it's great to visit with you. This is an exciting time of the year. Can't wait for Friday, and we wish you and the kids the best of luck on Friday evening.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Coach Gilligan joining us on our pregame show.
Thank you again to head coach Troy Gilligan of the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes for spending some time talking with our Brent Apperson. Well, folks, we're getting close to game time. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 o'clock. When we come back, we'll welcome Larry into the broadcast, and we'll talk a little bit about these two teams and how we feel they might match up on the field. Remember, the last time they played, it was just a 2-point difference on the scoreboard. Anselmo-Merna, Sandhills Thedford coming up on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Fall chill is settling in central Nebraska, and you know what that means. Spiders, mice, and pests are looking for a warm place to move in. Don't let it be your home. With almost 20 years of experience, Uncle Bug's Pest Control keeps your home pest-free all year long. Local, reliable, and serving all of central Nebraska. Call today and tell them what bugs you. Uncle Bug's Pest Control, protecting your home one bug at a time.
Run fast, throw far, and hit hard, Coyotes. The Lonesome River Ranch is cheering you on by helping bring this sports broadcast to the airwaves. You have continually impressed fellow Coyote fans with your determination and can-do attitude. And to do it while accomplishing all that being a student-athlete demands is commendable. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by the Coyote fans at the Lonesome River Ranch.
Seeking a destination for awesome food and great times? Look no further than the Sandhills Corral in Thedford. They're open Monday through Saturday, 11 until 2 and 5 until 10, with daily specials plus Mexican Mondays, wing night Thursdays, and smoked prime rib on Fridays. Breakfast is served Saturday 7A to 10A and Sundays 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. Need to know that day's special? Call 645-2323. Make sure you like them on Facebook. The Sandhills Corral, where it tastes like home and you feel like a neighbor. Proud to support the Sandhills Thedford Knights.
At Maple Park Dental Associates in Broken Bow, they are proud to use the latest technology to deliver the finest dental care with time, comfort, and compassion in mind. They love supporting the communities that they serve, and Dr. Ramsey and his staff hope that you enjoy this broadcast of high school sports. Maple Park Dental Associates in Broken Bow, proud to sponsor sports coverage. They would love for you to come in and say hi to Dr. Ramsey and his staff soon.
Broken Bow Livestock and Burwell Livestock provide cattle producers a place to buy and sell their livestock. When you're needing to market or purchase, call Drew Gaffney or Justin French at 872-3334. They're proud of their personalized customer service coupled with competitive livestock marketing. Give Drew or Justin a call with your questions at 872-3334. They look forward to making cattle auctions a breeze for you. Good luck to these student athletes from Broken Bow and Burwell Livestock.
Markham Construction, because ugly concrete isn't what anybody wants. Their commitment to great service and offering their customers experience on the job site remains consistent. If it's concrete work, make the call to Markham Construction. Block, additions, remodels, new construction, and more. Markham Construction at 308-870-5435. Happy to help bring you this sports broadcast featuring our amazing area student athletes who work so hard.
Gaffney Farms, a distributor of Lewis Cattle Oilers, is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast. As flies develop resistance to ear tags and as another herd is reinfested with lice during calving time, more cattlemen are recognizing the importance of providing year-long treatment for effective year-long control of parasites. Spring, summer, fall, and winter, go with Lewis Cattle Oilers from Gaffney Farms. Howard, Linda, and the boys would like to wish all the area athletes good luck.
P&M Auto, located on the west end of Broken Bow, is your go-to destination for reliable auto repair and maintenance. Just turn south by Dollar General and talk to Greg. Known for honesty, professionalism, and attention to detail, C&M Auto is ready with wrench in hand for both quick fixes and major repairs. Every community deserves an auto repair shop they can trust. Custer County has one. C&M Auto in Broken Bow. Visit them on Facebook or call 308-880-1258.
Welcome back to Clark Adams Field, site of what should be a very fun but very chilly evening for football. Anselmo-Merna hosting Sandhills Thedford in the second round of the D2 playoffs on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. Welcome into the broadcast, Larry Kottner. Larry, I'm excited for the evening. How about you?
Tell you what, this should be a very good matchup. I started my year right in the same spot, calling Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford. Coach Garner was along with me that night. One thing I know for sure that's not going to happen tonight, we're not going to have a thunderstorm with a whole bunch of lightning at halftime that delays us for about 30 to 45 minutes like it did at the first of the year. We'll have better field conditions because of that, and it should be a very interesting game because both teams are much better than they were on night number one.
Well, you read my mind. That's where I wanted to start our conversation. Night number one is going to look completely different than tonight. I listened to the interviews with our sports director, Brent Apperson, that each of these coaches had, and each of them said similar things. They said, we've got to win in the trenches. We've got to get their star player to the ground and not allow them to get yards after contact. And they also said, we've got to throw some wrinkles in order to give them a different look that they might not be expecting, and we know that they're going to do the same. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a recipe for a very good football game.
Oh, and you know, it's really interesting because they're kind of similar in the fact that they really focus on one player, and they both are the quarterbacks. They're running quarterbacks that can throw. Dane Duree, one of the best runners in the state of Nebraska. You talked about the fact that he's only behind Kip Brigham of Wahoo, is who they're talking about all-time numbers for him. So, that tells you what kind of year that Dane Duree has had, over 1,700 yards so far this year. Mo Robinson didn't start out at quarterback at the first of the year. It's something they kind of worked into by week number 3, and it really helped them out throughout the season.
They've put a couple of wrinkles into their offense throughout the season, working Carter Anderson in a different way. They also get Mo Robinson in there in running situations. They've got a couple of different guys that can pass it, short yardage, long yardage. We're going to see different things from Sandhills Thedford. When these two teams matched up the opening night of this season, Dane Duree went for 283 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns, had 57 yards passing for a touchdown and an interception. Kanan Priest had 38 yards receiving and a touchdown. One thing that stood out to me in the stat sheet that we will certainly keep an eye on is that Timmy Myers was not in the stat book in that opening game. And you look at the statistics he has been able to contribute to this Anselmo-Merna squad since then. 10 catches, 247 yards, 3 touchdowns. They like getting him around 50 to 60 yards a game on big 20 to 25 yard passes. Look for that to be a difference. Carter Anderson in that week 1 matchup, 2 touchdowns, 83 yards rushing, 142 yards passing as the quarterback with 2 through the air to Brandon Goshorn. Mo Robinson just 70 yards rushing and a touchdown, has since catapulted his way into the top 10 rushing in the state at that quarterback position. I'm no expert as far as personnel on a football team. I just say what's going on the field. But I would venture to guess that this move to Mo Robinson, the quarterback, has really benefited not only him, but everybody on the team. It just seems like they mesh really well, and you saw him last week.
Well, yeah, and that might have been their best game of the year. They really looked sharp against Windside. And one of the things I talked about in the pregame a week ago, Sandhills Thedford has that culture. They have been into the second round or quarterfinals for so many years in a row. They go and expect it, no matter what their team is, and they have improved throughout the year. But I'll tell you, the guys I think are really going to be the difference makers today are the guys up front. Ethan Rabu, Mason Cooksley, and Aaron Hall for Sandhills Thedford. And you look on the other side, you got Barrett McIntyre, Drake Doss, and Braden Wilson, along with Jackson Christian on that line for Anselmo-Merna. I think the success for both these offenses may lie right there. There's another key factor for this game. It showed up in game 1, and why it was so close. Anselmo-Merna had 3 turnovers, Sandhills Thedford none. But don't get me wrong on this. Sandhills Thedford created those turnovers. I saw Mo Robinson pull the ball away a couple of times and then come up with an incredible interception in that game.
Sandhills Thedford coming off of a win against Windside 46-12 last week in Dunning. Anselmo-Merna with a victory right here at Clark Adams Field against Lions Decatur Northeast 58-22. Both of them dominated last week. This week we foresee a battle in the trenches that should just be great, entertaining football. Folks have got on the big hats, they've got on the thick coats, the blankets, the Milwaukee battery-powered vests, the heaters in the car. Several of you listening in your car, I'm sure. It should be a great night for football, and we're so glad to have you along for it on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We'll take a break. When we come back, starting lineups headed your direction on KBBN Radio.
Bear down on your beautiful home and leave behind damage, you want it looking gorgeous again in no time at all. Custer County Exteriors is proud to serve Central Nebraska with their dedication and experience. They are local Central Nebraskans serving fellow Central Nebraskans. Their goal is for your chin to be down as little time as possible because of that storm damage. Call Nate with Custer County Exteriors, 402-641-3246. That's Custer County Exteriors at 402-641-3246.
Healing Hearts and Families is happy to help sponsor this broadcast of area-wide sports. At Healing Hearts and Families, they work to educate the public by implementing a variety of outreach activities and public education programs to increase awareness of domestic violence, trafficking, sexual assault, stalking, and bullying. They can also assist victims of domestic and sexual violence in connecting survivors with an advocate to support victims. Healing Hearts and Families, proud to serve Central Nebraska and to help sponsor this broadcast.
A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is proud to support our local student athletes and help bring you the action when you can't be there in person. When it comes to fixing cars, the bearded guys at A1 are kind of like mechanical wizards, just with wrenches instead of magic wands. Trust them. You'd much rather they have a wrench than a magic wand. They'll have your car running smoothly and get you back on the road in no time. Stop by 110 East 7th Avenue in Arnold. Call 308-848-2542 or click A1AutoRepairInc.com.
Welcome back to Clark Adams Field in Myrna. Your starting lineups are brought to you by 4 County Heating and Air. Owners Brian and Austin serve the area with more than 20 years of combined experience in the industry. Call for a free estimate and timely service. 4 County Heating and Air in Broken Bow at 308-872-2258. We'll start with the visiting Sandhills Thedford Knights, coming into this one with a record of 7-2. Coached by head coach Tyson Cox, assisted by Russell Licking, Jake Trosper, and Tyrell Blavelt, as well as Lane Dicely. They go out like this. Mason Sutton is a sophomore weighing 130 pounds. Aaron Hall, a junior, 200 pounds. Brandon Goshorn, the junior, 140 pounds. Carter Anderson is a sophomore, 160 pounds. Maurice Robinson is a senior, 200 pounds. Peyton Sainer, a senior, 195. Ethan Rabu, a senior, 205 pounds. And Mason Cooksley, a junior, 230 pounds. Now the starters for the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes. Head coach Troy Gilligan, assisted by Spencer Goodman, Gage Hakey, Butch Falkenberry, and Bryce Schmidt. We'll just run them down numerically like we did for Sandhills Thedford. Kanan Priest is a junior, 175 pounds. Colin Wright, senior, 170 pounds. Jarrett Wells, senior, 165. Dane DeRee, a junior, 200-pounder. Barrett McIntyre, junior, 250. Jackson Kristen, a junior, 180 pounds. Drake Doss, a senior, 220 pounds. And Braden Wilson, a senior, 205 pounds. They're introducing the starters here for those in attendance. We'll go ahead and take one last break. When we come back, it's the kickoff coming your direction. Anselmo-Merna, Sandhills Thedford, both battling for a berth in the quarterfinals of the NSAA D2 football championship bracket. Back after this.
The chilly season is here. No need to be wearing a stocking hat inside. Talk to them at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow and get your home's insulation upgraded. Not only will you keep the cold outside in the winter, you'll also have a more efficient, clean, and healthy home. At Mead Lumber, they do their very best to accommodate you with information on your project. Check out the awesome resources they offer at meadlumber.com as well. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. Visit them today on East Highway 2.
Life's better when you're under our roof because we can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 872-5252 today.
American Family Insurance.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
October is one of our favorite months at Team Physical Therapy because it's National Physical Therapy Month. October is focused on promoting the benefits of physical therapy, the importance of movement in our everyday lives, and overall wellness. Team Physical Therapy offers many therapies to help. Stop by one of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, and Gothenburg, or call 872-5111. Here's to the month of celebrating physical therapy from Team Physical Therapy.
Right now is the time to be preparing for a new sports season. If wrestling or basketball are your thing, get to Geared for Sports. Scott is excited to help outfit the participants and the fans as well. Stop in and let Geared for Sports help you prepare for the Blackout football game November 1st. New Husker apparel has arrived, so stop in and check it out. Open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturdays from 10 until 4. Geared for sports on the west side of the square in Broken Bow.
If your yard smells like a science experiment gone wrong, it's time to call Duda Plumbing, where they do the plumbing. Scott and Colton specialize in septic tank pumping and installation. No job is too big, too small, or, too smelly. Duda Plumbing serves Broken Bow and surrounding communities with quick, reliable service that keeps things flowing where they should be flowing. So before your backyard turns into a biohazard zone, call the pros. Duda Plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
Attention Nebraska farmers. At Custer Federal State Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to offer agricultural loans tailored to your needs. Whether you're looking to expand your operations, purchase new equipment, or manage daily expenses, our experienced team is here to help. With competitive rates, personalized service, we're your partners in growth. Visit Custer Federal State Bank today, where your future grows. Custer Federal State Bank, rooted in Nebraska, growing with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Clark Adams Field in Myrna. He's Larry Cotner. I'm Jeremy Shipe. Jack Simpson behind the camera for this radio and video broadcast. Thank you so much to all the folks here at Anselmo-Merna for allowing us the space to bring you this broadcast. And, of course, thank you to the sponsors you'll continue to hear from and see throughout the night. It is not possible for us to be here with all this equipment and 3 guys to bring it to you without their support. Anselmo-Merna won the toss. They deferred to the second half. They'll be going north to south as they kick off here in the first quarter. Sandhills Thedford obviously south to north, wearing the road whites with the green helmets and black pants. Anselmo-Merna in the all reds with the black helmets. And we've got a kickoff that goes out of bounds by Destry White. We'll see what Sandhills Thedford elects to do.
Looks to me like they are going to choose to take it at the 25-yard line, which will be in their option. Well, they can have a re-kick, too.
Yeah, you can have a re-kick as well. They'll take it at the 25. Well, keys for both of these teams defensively were to get the playmakers for the opposition to the ground. Mo Robinson will go under center. One behind him, that's Goshorn. They're going to give it to Carter Anderson. Anderson banging around inside of there. Doesn't find anything. In fact, loses a yard on the play. Back to the 24-yard line. First play of this D2 second-round game goes to Anselmo-Merna's defense.
Of course, when you're talking about the fact that we talked about the 2 quarterbacks being the main focus, sometimes when you want to start off, you want to take that focus away from that subject.
I formation here. Robinson under center, drops back, has a first down out across the 35, the 40, the 30, down to the 25 and slung down at the 24-yard line. A big play on the second play of the game for Sandhills Thedford. Good patient running there from Mo Robinson. He allowed his fullback and running back to run in front of him to use his extra blockers. And in AM territory is Sandhills Thedford. They bring pace up to the line. Mo Robinson snaps it back on 1. Same play just to the left side. Mo Robinson going to get stopped for a gain of about 4, just short of the 20-yard line. Anselmo-Merna had to gang tackle him there. And that's what they're going to have to do if they want to stop Mo Robinson throughout the evening, Larry.
Well, this is what we're going to see here tonight. We're going to see these quarterbacks run. And a nice little run there for about 4 yards for Mo Robinson. He had 32 on that opening run.
Mo Robinson with Anderson and Goshorn behind him. Hands it off to Goshorn. Gets a hard-earned 1.5 yards inside of the 20-yard line of Anselmo-Merna before being gang tackled there. How many times do you think I'm going to say gang tackled here tonight, Larry, between these two teams? These coaches are very fortunate in the fact that they don't have to beg their players to play tough defense.
Boy, and you got those big guys up front on both sides of the ball. That's going to be a war down there in the trenches tonight.
I formation. Robinson under center, snaps back, run to the right, breaks through to the second level, has the first down inside the 15-yard line, move the chains. Sandhills Thedford continues to grind forward on this opening possession of this second-round D2 playoff game.
He does such a great job of just kind of watching the blockers in front of him, waiting for something to develop and then hitting that hole like lightning.
Same formation. We'll say I formation a lot here tonight. They fake the give to Goshorn. Robinson throws it to Goshorn. Excuse me. That is Carter Anderson inside the 5 down to the 4. Nice little action play there from Sandhills Thedford, and a good sure catch out in the flat there by Carter Anderson.
And I think they're going to give him almost a full 10. It should be first down and goal. Nope, just 9 on that.
Second down and about a half a yard from the 4-yard line. I formation for Robinson. Runs it out to the right. Good patient running. Breaks 2 tackles and is into the end zone. Touchdown, Sandhills Thedford. 4 yards out. Good patient running from the quarterback, Mo Robinson.
Mo Robinson pretty much handled the ball on every snap there. They gave it off 2 other times for short gains. Otherwise, he passed it for 9 yards for a good pickup and ran it 47 yards on a total of 5 carries on that drive.
Now the 2-point attempt. Robinson with Goshorn behind him. Anderson in the slot to the right. They're going to run it with Robinson. Stringing it out is the Anselmo-Merna defense, and it's shut down. Leading the charge defensively, Kanan Priest. And in a game where 2-point conversions could loom very large, Sandhills Thedford held down to the end zone. They go up 6-0 here early in this one from Merna.
October, when you shop at Gateway Motors, not only will you get a great set of wheels, but you'll be helping a great cause as well. Gateway Motors has partnered with Melham Medical Center and Sandhills Strong this Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A percentage of every single vehicle sold at Gateway in October will benefit breast cancer patient care, mammograms, cancer screenings, follow-up care, and other patient needs. Buy a car, do some breast cancer awareness good at Gateway Motors in Broken Bow.
Having a party, celebration, tailgate, or watch party? Then you need to come and see us at the grocery cart. Between our amazing deals and GK Wine and Spirits, we'll help you treat your guests right. Start out with a meat and cheese tray or a Chester's chicken in the deli, or pick up a rack of smoked ribs. For drinks, our aisles at the GK Wine and Spirits are full with savings on your favorites. The deli and GK Wine and Spirits, inside the grocery cart, Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Merna. Opening drive of Sandhills Thedford goes for 6, and now on the kickoff, it's received inside the 5 by Colin Wright. Wright breaks into the open. The ball comes out of there across the 20, and Sandhills Thedford has the football. A special teams turnover into the hands of the Knights. Those folks are all the way across the field, and they've got gloves on their hands, but you can hear their voices. Despite the padded hands, the Knights fans traveled well here to Merna, and their team has got it on the Anselmo-Merna 28-yard line.
And if there's been a bugaboo this year for Anselmo-Merna, it has been turnovers. And right there, he wasn't even hit. That ball just slipped out of his hands and went forward for an easy pickup that time for Caleb Clark to fall on it.
From their opponent's 28, Mo Robinson slipped down himself, much like the football came out of the hands of Colin Wright. The feet went out from under Mo Robinson. Might have had more yardage there if he doesn't slip. It's going to be second down and a long 7.
Of course, neither of these teams really have faced very much cold weather situations throughout the year.
Well, you know how you know that? You and I have been sweating in press boxes more than we've been bundling up like we are tonight.
And that is true. I think the one game we wore coats was way back in week 2 over in Sargent when it was in the 40s and 50s.
I formation. Might have been some movement there. Didn't see a flag fly. They just do a quarterback sneak right up the middle. Sandhills Thedford wins the battle for a gain of about 4. It's going to be third down and 5 from the 23-yard line.
I think what that really was, it kind of throws you off and thinks that maybe somebody was offside. But that was just Rabu and Robinson, and nobody else moved. They just went on their own count and went ahead for a couple yards.
7:50 to go, first quarter. Mo Robinson drops back to pass, throws it out to Carter Anderson. Anderson inside the 10-yard line, spun down at the 7-yard line, Good offense through the air again for Sandhills Thedford. The connection will move the chains, and Sandhills Thedford moving again, trying to make Anselmo-Merna pay for the kickoff fumble.
And another 17-yard game there. And once again, it's to Carter Anderson. Anderson able to get a few more yards afterwards because of a very nice block from Mason Sutton across the way.
Clock goes in, 7:25 to go, first quarter. Sandhills Thedford with the 6-0 lead and the football in the red zone. We have not seen the Coyotes offense yet. Special teams turnover on a fumble from Wright. Gave it to the Knights. I formation. Mo Robinson, a little stutter step, and it threw off the timing of the play. And Anselmo-Merna stacks him up for maybe a foot or two gain. It'll be second down from outside of the 5-yard line.
Yeah, that's the best defense that AM has had against Robinson. Like you said, maybe about really no gain on the play.
Play comes in with Carter Anderson from the sideline, the 160-pound sophomore. Will set up at the left of Robinson, who goes in the shotgun here. They put the ball on the floor. Robinson fumbled it, and then the timing was thrown off, and Anselmo-Merna got into the backfield. I think Robinson lost another yard there, Larry.
Yeah, he did lose a yard there. He was very fortunate that ball did bounce right back up to him as he was headed off to the left side. But you can tell here early on, this cold weather is a factor in the fact that both teams having a little trouble holding on to that pigskin.
Well, your fingers are cold and pigskin hardens up when it gets cold. That thing's got to be like a rock. Robinson hands it off to Goshorn. Ball comes out of there. Who's got it? It is recovered by Sandhills Thedford, but another loss backs them up to the 10-yard line. It's fourth down from that point. Can the Coyotes defense rally here?
Great hit that time by Barrett McIntyre to free that ball from Goshorn, but Mason Cooksley was right there to cover it up. But again, it's another 2-yard loss on the play.
Sutton split out to the left, as is Goshorn. They've got two split out each way for the quarterback Robinson in the shotgun at the 15-yard line. They try to run a little hook and lateral. That might have been incomplete, and they do call it that. They tried to get it into the hands of Mason Sutton, but it went off of his fingertips, and the Anselmo-Merna defense, after the special teams turnover, holds at the 10-yard line. What a defensive stand.
And that's something that did not happen in week one. Anselmo-Merna turned it over 3 times in that game, and all 3 turnovers in week one resulted in scores. This time it does not.
So we see for the first time the Anselmo-Merna offense led by Dane Duree, the number 2 rusher in all of the state in all classes. Sends a man in motion, that's Jarrett Wells. They fake the handoff to him. Instead, they pitch it out to the left. Kanan Priest on the pitch. Sandhills Thedford not fooled by all that movement. No gain on the play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, you know, I was just thinking one of the best defenses that Sandhills Thedford can have against Dane Duree is keep the ball and don't let him have it. And that's what has been going on here early in this game.
We're inside 5 minutes to go here, first quarter, and we've seen one offensive snap from Anselmo-Merna. Duree in the shotgun. He's got Timmy Myers to his left. The snap is back. He drops the football, now throws it up. Priest can't receive it. Just as he got his hands on it, lowering the boom is Ethan Rabu for Sandhills Thedford. Just finished off the juggle in helping it to the ground.
And the timing of that is what really got thrown off when he dropped the ball, picked it back up, and then threw it out there. It just really ruined the timing on that flat pattern, and Rabu was right there to make sure Priest wasn't going to bring it in.
2 to the west side of the field for the quarterback, Duree. It's going to be a design run for him. Duree chopping his way up the field. Gets his feet taken out from under him after a 4-yard gain. It's going to be 4th down and a long 5, short 6 as we approach the 4:20 mark of the first quarter.
Well, we talked about how it's going to work up front. And we've seen a good battle up front between these two offensive and defensive lines, and there's been a good tug of war. Neither team has really dominated yet.
4 minutes to go here, first quarter. Duree is the punter as well. He'll drop back at his own 4-yard line to do the honors. Back to receive it is Carter Anderson. Duree, oh wow, what a kick. That pigskin might be hard, but Duree put everything into it, and it's going to be downed by Timmy Myers inside the 15-yard line. Nose of the football is going to be spotted at the 13. That is a booming kick.
57 yards, and with that wind behind him, that was a field position changer for Anselmo-Merna, and something they needed right now is to get back Sandhills Thedford back on their own end of the field. The Knights, though, they've been able to move the ball, but couldn't take advantage of the turnover. They kind of got away from Mo Robinson in that second possession. See if they go back to him here.
Mo Robinson, the lone back in the shotgun. Just a little dive play off the right side. Gets a couple of yards. And you're right, Larry, outside of that opening possession, Sandhills Thedford really hasn't moved the ball all that much with Robinson. They didn't really have to move it that far after getting it on the Anselmo-Merna 28. They only moved it 18 yards before turning it over on downs. So really, most of the stats so far have been that first drive for Sandhills Thedford. Anselmo-Merna's defense has been tough since then. Snap back to Robinson, drops back, wanted to pass, has a defender around his ankle, and he almost threw an interception into the hands of Kanan Priest. What strength from Mo Robinson to still be able to attempt that pass with a defender wrapped around his leg, Larry.
He threw that ball with arm strength of 30 yards, was not able to step through on it. Then Kanan Priest had an opportunity to intercept it, went right through him, and then Goshorn had a chance to catch it, but neither could come up with it.
Sandhills Thedford up to the line. They'll spread them out. We got trips to the near side. One wide receiver to the top for the quarterback, Robinson. Drops back, flares to the right, outrunning players, throws it over the middle. This time it's almost intercepted again. Kanan Priest on the defensive Carter Anderson, and it'll be fourth down.
Gotta love the way Kanan Priest plays that defensive position. He kind of let Carter Anderson out there a little bit. When he saw the throw come, he closed in a hurry and almost came up with that interception.
Big stand again for the Anselmo-Merna defense. Sandhills Thedford going to punt it away, and a timeout taken by the Coyotes. We'll step away as well. Sandhills Thedford leads it 6-0, 3:01 to go, first quarter on Central Nebraska's sports source, KBBN Radio.
When the big game day arrives, you need a vehicle you can count on. Trotter Service has you covered. Offering full-service auto repair, tire sales, oil changes, and more, Trotter Service is your trusted hometown shop for reliable vehicle care. Whether you're heading to the game or driving every day, their expert team keeps your ride running strong. Schedule an appointment at trotterstirepros.com or call 872-6801. Your hometown automotive repair and tire store, Trotter Service.
Welcome back to Clark Adams Field. The Anselmo-Merna defense and the Sandhills Thedford offense have kind of been the strong sides for these two teams, Larry.
Yeah, it's been an interesting game, and right now it's going into that back and forth situation.
The cold affecting these two teams. Mo Robinson had to punt that one at a bad angle straight up in the air due to the rush of Anselmo-Merna. The ball bounces and will be spotted at the Anselmo-Merna 39-yard line. That is where the Coyotes will set up. No doubt wanting to get a score here, Larry, with the ball starting around midfield.
Well, and with the wind behind their back, Anselmo-Merna on the exchange of punts gained 30 yards of field position. So now they're set up pretty close to Sandhills Thedford territory for the first time in this game.
And Robinson, not the normal punter for Sandhills Thedford, also had to put it straight up in the air, quickly get a foot on it. Priest in motion for Duree. They fake the give to him. Duree runs it up the middle, dragging would-be tacklers for a gain of about 3.5 into Sandhills Thedford territory just short of the 35-yard line.
Well, and we saw his strength right there as he was able to push the pile for a good 3-yard gain there. He was met right at about the line of scrimmage by Goshorn and Sutton, and he was still able to kind of dig deep and push for 3 yards.
2 wide receivers to the west side of the field in front of us here in the press box. Duree with the man to his right. That's Priest, pitches it out to him quickly. Duree took a hit as a result. A flag flies on the end of the play as Priest is knocked down heading toward the 30-yard line. It'll be spotted at the 31, but we've got a Coyote penalty that was just signaled.
Yeah, the AM coaching staff not very happy, and that flag came down late and behind the play.
Well, I said this last week here at Clark Adams Field. Sometimes you're digging in that waistband for that yellow flag. You got more layers to dig through as an official here tonight as well. Maybe the top of that flag not making itself readily available. All of that said, this ball is going to be outside of the sticks for these teams for the first time tonight. Anselmo-Merna, 2 to the top, 1 to the near side for Duree in the shotgun. 2nd down and way more than 15. Duree slips down short of the 35-yard line. The defense of Sandhills Thedford was closing quickly. It looked like he was trying to maybe juke or just get down and call the play null.
And that was kind of a tough play there for Anselmo-Merna because Jarrett Wells gave a really nice block for Duree and so they could get to the outside, but then just slipped down at that point.
3rd down and 15 from their own 34.5-yard line, we'll call it. Same formation here for Duree in the shotgun. Snap back to him, looking to pass, finds the laces, guns one up over the middle, looking for Timmy Myers. Jump ball, and it falls to the turf at the 15-yard line. A big 3rd down stop for the Sandhills Thedford secondary. Back there in coverage, Mason Sutton, also Brandon Goshorn, Carter Anderson, and Mo Robinson all in the backfield there.
Well, we talked just a little bit ago about Kanan Priest coming across and stepping in, trying to make the interception at the last second. Carter Anderson did a great job of doing the same right there, except for he had to knock that one down because it was up high.
Snap back to Duree for the punt. Puts his foot into this one. It's a line drive. Bounces at the 12-yard line. Goes out of bounds at the 8, according to the official on the sideline. 1:13 to go here first quarter. 6-0 is the Sandhills Thedford lead. They'll try to extend that on this drive.
Really the difference, right now, Anselmo-Merna getting the best of the field position with the wind to the back. Dane Duree has done a great job on the punting, but it really just comes down to one big play. There's only been one big play in this game, and that was that 32-yard run by Mo Robinson that set up that first touchdown.
1st and 10 from the 8. Robinson under center. Gives it on a little stunt to Goshorn, who gets spun down at the 10-yard line. Gain of 2 on 1st down. 2nd and 8 upcoming. Your friends at Klang Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. Reach them at 308-872-6810. Klang Financial, downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street.
Well, I thought that play might actually have a little bit of life, but that closed off quickly with Dane Duree and Braden Wilson.
Under center again is Robinson. Runs it off the right side. Breaks into the open. Out across the 20. There's only one man to get him to the ground. He does so at the 32-yard line. Another big gashing play for Sandhills Thedford. And on the back end of the play, saving a touchdown was Timmy Myers. He was literally the last man who could pull it off. Gives up a few pounds to big Mo Robinson, but he got him to the turf.
Timmy's got the speed to kind of stay with him, and he was having to grab him right at that particular time or he might have been gone.
From the 32-yard line, 1st down and 10, Mo Robinson leans forward. Well, that was a hard-earned couple of yards there, banging helmets with the Coyotes inside. It's 2nd down and 9.
Should be the end of the first quarter.
Time will expire on the first quarter. We'll head to the second. It's Sandhills Thedford 6, Anselmo-Merna 0. We'll flip the field and do it in the second here on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
kids to practice on time, remembering if it's your day to bring snacks, making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
Why did the cardinal cross the road? To get to your neighbor's bird feeder. You can keep the birds in your backyard with a bird feeder full of fresh bird seed from AeroSeed. AeroSeed in Broken Bow offers feeders and 9 varieties of bird seed to choose from. AeroSeed's bird seed is available in economically priced bulk quantities from 1 pound to 50 pounds, so you can get as much or as little as you need at a great price. Get the birds back to your yard with a full bird feeder from AeroSeed in Broken Bow.
In sports and in life, the right game plan makes all the difference. At Nebraska State Bank, they're proud to support the area teams and help the community reach their goals. From your first checking account to your dream home loan, Nebraska State Bank is there to help you play to win. With personal and business banking, home and ag loans, and modern online and mobile banking tools, you're sure to score with Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Clark Adams Field. I'm Jeremy Scheib. Larry Cotner to my left, and to my left is Jack Simpson. Oh, Larry, the last time these two teams met, they scored 70 points. We are not on pace for that here so far tonight. Sandhills Thedford now going left to right. For those of you on your radio dial, Mo Robinson back to pass, has a man open, high pointing it, taking it down is Peyton Sainer inside the 20-yard line of Anselmo-Merna. That was a jump ball, good tight defense there from Anselmo-Merna, but Sainer just did everything a receiver should on that one.
Boy, and that was put right where it had to be by Mo Robinson off his back foot. And Sainer did a good job of getting out in front of the defenders.
Just underway here in the second quarter. Tail of the football on the 20-yard line of Anselmo-Merna for the Knights of Sandhills Thedford. Mo Robinson designed run, searching for room inside, tackled by 3 Coyotes inside. Dane Duree leading the charge. Drake Doss getting his 220-pound frame in on the tackle. It's a gain of about 4 on the play, though. Second down and a long 6.
Mo Robinson having a pretty good first quarter so far and beyond here into the second quarter. 13 carries for 80 yards and 1 touchdown on the ground. 3 of 6 in the air for 47 yards.
1 minute gone here in the second quarter. I formation for Robinson under center. Snap back, fakes the give, rolls it out, hits Anderson, who holds on to the football despite a big hit from Kanan Priest. That's going to be more yardage tacked on inside of the 15-yard line, down to about the 13. It'll set up third down and a long 3.
Now, it wasn't much of a gain on that pass play, and a nice catch and tough hit by Kanan Priest on Anderson, but it makes it a manageable situation. Third down and 3, it's 4-down territory for the Knights.
They go back to the I formation, strong side to the near side, just slightly. Robinson searching for room. I don't think he got it. No, he gets maybe a foot on the play. That'll set up a big 4th down and a really long 2 yards. A 10-yard line reach is what Sandhills Thedford wants here on this 4th down. This is as big of a play as we've had here early in this grind of a game.
And Anselmo-Merna already with a red zone stop, looking for a second one here in this first half.
Back to the I formation goes Robinson. The snap, the sneak. Robinson's got it and then some. Well inside of the 10-yard line, down to about the 8-yard line. And Anderson goes in there and goes and helps up his quarterback, gives him a slap on the helmet. When you can go in and quarterback sneak it, Larry, and get 3.5 yards, you're feeling pretty good about yourself.
And again, we saw that it's the same thing we saw earlier. It's like he just kind of taps Rabu and says, let's go. And those two go, and everybody else is kind of standing still, throws the defense off for a moment.
First and goal from the 8. A pass, a catch, and inside the 5-yard line down to the 2 is Mason Sutton. quick, snappy offense from St. Hills Thedford has them really knocking on the door inside the 5 of AM.
Well, Jack was with me last week, and I think he can attest to this. We did not see a lot of this short passing game last week against Winside.
Possible that is the wrinkle that St. Hills Thedford has chosen against this defense of Anselmo-Merna, as Mo Robinson, patient running off the right side and into the end zone, make it 12-0 St. Hills Thedford Knights.
Well, that was a well-designed drive. It was well executed, but give Coach Tyson Cox a lot of credit for coming up and mixing up the run and the pass.
From 2 yards out, Mo Robinson gets the score. It's 12-0 St. Hills Thedford. They're looking for more. The 2-point try, we've got 2 wide receivers each way. Robinson alone in the shotgun. The snap is back. The throw is up, and it's executed to perfection. Mason Sutton with the 2-point conversion into the end zone. It's 14-0 St. Hills Thedford. The next Anselmo-Merna possession coming your way after this.
Supporting our student athletes, Melham Medical Center stands by you every step of the way. They offer local access to wellness and care, from emergency and inpatient services to the specialty clinic, offering top providers in orthopedics, cardiology, neurological care, and radiology. With a focus on inspiring healthy living through quality care, Melham is proud to back our hometown teams. Visit them at melham.org or call them at 308-872-4100. Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow.
Sargent Irrigation may work across the globe, but their heart is firmly planted in central Nebraska. They know it's the people here, hardworking, dedicated, and full of community pride, that make their success possible. That's why they proudly support both high school and Husker sports broadcasts. Whether you're cheering from the stands or tuning in at home, they're helping bring the excitement right to you. Enjoy the game, brought to you in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Clark Adams Field in Myrna. 2 Mo Robinson rushing touchdowns has the Knights up 14-0. 1 2-point conversion was good, 1 was not. And Robinson does the honors on the kickoff. Probably the fastest spinning kick I've ever seen. It's taken by Colin Wright. Wright out across the 25 to the 27. A pretty good return there for the Coyotes as they'll set up shop on their own end of the field.
Well, a pretty good field position in which to work. It looked like maybe Colin Wright might have a seam there for a moment to break one loose, but it closed off. But now we're going to have to see what AM does offensively.
You need a good, long, sustained drive if you're Anselmo-Merna. Keep the ball out of the hands of the Knights. I feel like that's the game plan that both of these teams are going to go through, as Dane DeRee is going to get slammed back after a 1-yard gain. Several St. Hills Thedford Knights in there on the play. Leading the charge was Peyton Sainer, the 195-pound senior coming out of there. He had Mason Sutton alongside of him.
Well, right now, when you look at things here, there have been a total of 27 plays run by St. Hills Thedford. That was the 7th run by Anselmo-Merna here in this first half.
2 to the left, 1 to the right for the quarterback DeRee in the shotgun. He sends a man in motion left to right, now going out to pass, puts it perfectly out to Timmy Myers. Myers banged out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Good positive play there of about 7.5 yards. That'll make third down much more manageable for Anselmo-Merna. It'll be 3rd and a long 2.
First completed pass of the night for Dane DeRee, and good extra yardage for 2 or 3 from Timmy Myers after making the catch.
Clock stopped at the moment. Big third down here for the Coyotes. DeRee runs it off the right side, searching for room, has some room, swims through one defender, and has a first down at midfield. I say it time and time again with Dane DeRee. He is such a patient runner. Young football players could just fill a journal with notes that they could take from Mr. DeRee on patient running and waiting for your blocks to develop.
And, you know, as we go under 8 minutes to go here in the first half, Anselmo-Merna they need to just stay patient. To run your offense the way it is and take your time, have a big, long drive.
Snap back to DeRee.
Quarterback run off the left side, a designed run for him, results in a gain of a hard-earned 3. Sainer coming out of there on the tackle. Also Mason Cooksley getting his 230-pound frame in on the action. 2nd down and 7.
Hey, by the way, a big shout out on this cold night for the atmosphere here. It's Halloween. It's One Box in Custer County. Look at the crowd we have here at Clark Adams Field in Myrna tonight. This is playoff atmosphere.
Wonder if the kids out there trick-or-treating are having trouble finding houses with the light on. They're all here at the football field. Dane DeRee fumbled the ball, somehow recovers, and gets across the 35-yard line to make something of the play. That's a player making plays, Larry. It's as simple as that. If you're Sandhills Thedford, you just kind of have to eat that one and get back on defense here on 3rd down and 3.
Good players know how to correct mistakes and make a positive out of a negative, and that's what we just saw Dane DeRee do.
Coyotes need the 30 for a 1st down. They're on Sandhills Thedford's side of the football field. 7:04 to go. Clock is stopped. DeRee with Wells behind him. DeRee, design quarterback run. He's got the 1st down, and it is stacked up after that. 3 players for Sandhills Thedford. Mo Robinson coming out of there. Mason Cooksley and Peyton Sainer all in there on the hit for Sandhills Thedford. All players that have their name all over the defensive stat book for this season for the Knights.
DeRee now with 22 yards on 8 carries, but 17 of those yards have come on this series.
6:40 to go here, 2nd quarter. Anselmo-Merna with the ball, trailing 14-0 to Sandhills Thedford. Timmy Myers in the backfield with Dane DeRee. DeRee can't break an ankle tackle from Mo Robinson. Limits the damage to just a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9. AM needs the 18-yard line.
Of course, we know the winner of this game will play in the quarterfinals next Friday night, and we know they're going to be up in O'Neill. O'Neill, the 4 seed, did win today over Burwell, 46-6.
2nd down and a long 8. 2 wide receivers to the top for DeRee. DeRee drops back to pass, throws it over the middle, has Priest. He's inside the 10-yard line, knocked down at the 9. 1st down, Anselmo-Merna knocking on the door. Pay dirt is just around the corner for the Coyotes if they can get a good positive play like that again.
2nd completed pass on this drive, and this time it covers almost 20 yards to Kanan Priest.
5:40 to go here, 1st half, and Anselmo-Merna will get the 2nd half kickoff. DeRee with Priest to his left and Myers to his right in the backfield. Snap back to him, design quarterback run up the middle. Gang tackled at about the 4-yard line. First one to jump on his back was Andrew Bird, 175-pound sophomore for Sandhills Thedford. Kind of put some weight on his back, and then a couple of other Knights came in and helped DeRee to the ground. Tail of the football at the 5-yard line. DeRee barks out the call. A design quarterback run. Bounces it to the outside. He's going to go untouched. Touchdown, Anselmo-Merna. Dane DeRee from 4 yards out made the educated decision to bounce that to the outside as the Knights had everything clogged up defensively.
Yeah, you can just see that was going to go easily. He kind of just ducked out to the outside, and once he turned the corner, you could tell he was putting 6 on the board.
And whoever is lighting off the fireworks had a quick response time. That one went off before even the 2-point attempt. Now DeRee goes to the right side for the 2-point attempt. Jump pass. Kanan Priest reels it in. 2-point conversion is good. Coyotes are down 14-8 with 4:57 to go. 1st half. Back after this.
Annual enrollment is now through December 7th. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. It's time to review your Medicare coverage, and that includes your Medicare Supplement or Advantage Plan, Part D prescription plan, and even your vision and dental coverage. There are always changes to plan options, networks, and prescription formularies, so it's very important to review your coverage annually. Lori Leeper and I are here to help you in Callaway, Broken Bow, and the surrounding area. Give us a call to schedule your appointment today, 308-836-2201.
Is your home feeling like the Arctic or the Sierra? Taylor Heating and Cooling in Broken Bow has you covered. From furnace fixes to AC installs, ductwork remodels, and ventilation solutions, their skilled team keeps your comfort just right. No wrestling with the thermostat required. Don't let the weather boss you around. Call 308-872-6196 and let Taylor Heating and Cooling take control of your indoor climate today.
Well, Anselmo-Merna gets exactly what the doctor ordered there, Larry. They needed a long, sustained drive that ended in a score, and they delivered.
Yeah, they were down 14-0, and they had to come up with an answer. They found the answer. They simplified their offense and went back more to Dane DeRee on the run. That opened up some passes then later on.
Destry White with the dribbler up the middle. Carter Anderson has it out across the 25, and he's stacked up quickly. Big play there by Timmy Myers, the first to make contact with that face mask. And the defense of Anselmo-Merna will try to do really mostly what they've been doing. I know that they were down 14-0, but the defense has played well for the Coyotes here early in this one, Larry.
Yeah, and you know, we talked about earlier a low-scoring affair that these two teams tallied 70 points in their first game. We could still see that before the end of this one.
I formation for Mo Robinson, design quarterback run. Robinson swims through one tackler, but not through the second and the third. Dane DeRee comes up on the bottom of the pile, wrapped around Robinson's waist. Little quarterback on quarterback action there. It's second down and a long 8.
Yeah, that looked like that might be a long run for Robinson, but a great stop from behind by DeRee.
This sports broadcast is brought to you by the Garden Center in Broken Bow, your year-round garden center. Inside, you'll find a great variety of houseplants, something new for even the most experienced collectors, plus pottery, potting soil, and more. Open Monday to Friday, 10 to 5:30, Saturday, 10 to 2, the Garden Center in Broken Bow. Snap back. They fake the give. Robinson going to throw it over the middle. Reels it into Sutton. Sutton at the 38-yard line. They spot him down to the 36-yard line of Anselmo-Merna. That was put on an absolute rope with defense all up in his face by the quarterback, Mo Robinson. What a pass.
Well, and what's been a little surprising here in this first half is the passing of Mo Robinson. He has completed his last 4 attempts in this game. He's got 70 yards. That's his second one to Mason Sutton.
Sandhills Thedford had 142 total yards of passing in their first matchup against Anselmo-Merna as Mo Robinson falls to the ground on first down. No gain. Carter Anderson was the quarterback in that game. They did throw 2 touchdown passes as a part of those 142 yards. Anderson had 83 yards rushing, and Mo Robinson had 70 yards rushing from his running back position. Now is the quarterback for the Knights.
The success of the timing of the passing plays has been key because Anselmo-Merna is going right after him. So he's got to make the timing immediately, but he's been finding guys open.
Deep shotgun snap to Mo Robinson. Runs it off the left side. Robinson looking for room along the sideline. Tiptoes, but out of bounds before reaching the first down. In fact, they call him out at the 31-yard line on the far side. So the ball will be spotted there on the left hash for Sandhills Thedford. I appreciate that you mentioned the play calling, Larry, because it has really seemed that they've mixed in the right play at the right time really this entire first half.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of mixing it up, going with the run, going with the quick pass, and occasionally they've gone with the long pass. But Anselmo-Merna doing a good job of not allowing him much time to make that kind of pass.
Third down and 4, I formation for Robinson. Barks out the call, designed run. Robinson bounces it to the outside. Was the right decision. Robinson going to be tackled short of the line to gain. A big 4th down upcoming for these two teams. Sandhills Thedford trying to extend this 14-8 lead, and then Anselmo-Merna trying to reel back in the lead after they fell down 14-0 here early in this one.
Great decision by Robinson. He was going to duck it up in, but that hole closed in a hurry by DeRee, so he ducked it to the outside, got a couple when he wouldn't have got any.
4th and 1. Mo Robinson will go under center. Got to watch for the sneak here.
They're going to do just that, but a flag flies and a false start called on Sandhills Thedford. Now, the fact that that came from the judge inside, Larry, leads me to believe that had something to do with the snap itself.
Yeah, you can't move the ball unless just, you can position it a little bit, but you can't move it like to draw the defense, and that might have been what we saw there.
Timeout on the field. Sandhills Thedford now facing 4th and 6. They want to talk things over. We'll take a break as well. 2:13 to go first half. Sandhills Thedford leads it 14-8 over Anselmo-Merna.
Athletes play with grit, heart, and integrity. At the Palmer Monument in Broken Bow, those same qualities guide everything they do. Just as athletes push through challenges to reach victory, Palmer Monument's team works with dedication to design meaningful, lasting memorials for your loved ones. Crafted with pride and built to stand the test of time, they're committed to honoring every life with care and respect. Palmer Monument, designed with pride, sold with integrity, and always giving their very best, just like the athletes on the field.
Welcome back to Myrna and Clark Adams Field. Don't let low back and leg pain reduce your quality of life. Studies suggest spinal manipulation as the first method of treatment. If you're having pain, call Dr. Chad Hackle with Backbone of Healthcare at 872-2171 or visit them Monday through Friday on South 9th Avenue in Broken Bow. Well, here we go. Big 4th down play, 4th and 6. Sandhills Thedford puts 2 wide receivers each way. For Robinson, the quarterback, in the shotgun. And whistles blow and a timeout taken by Anselmo-Merna. So we'll step away as well. Lots of chess going on leading up to this 4th down play.
Add coupons, FAC rebates. What do all of these mean? Well, basically, great deals at Agden ATV. There's only a few days left to take advantage of players' rebates, special ad coupons, and great prices. And Jen can get you all hooked up with great finance rates. These deals end soon at Agden ATV in Broken Bow.
Online at aglandatv.net. Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride. Agland ATV Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Myrna again. We were saying during the break, both of these coaches showing that they're chess, not checkers players. They're making all the moves out there. We'll see if Sandhills Thedford mixes up the look. They do. Now they've got trips to the top. 1 wide receiver to the near side. That's Brandon Goshorn. Snap back to Robinson, right at his waist. Robinson backpedaling, throwing over the middle. It's short hops. Carter Anderson couldn't get underneath of it. He's frustrated. Thought he should have had that one. It would have been an athletic catch, to say the least. He's kind of being hard on himself. I know he wanted to get his hands under that one, but it would have been a tall task. Anselmo-Merna gets the stop.
Yeah, there just wasn't enough on that pass from Robinson that time. Anderson was open down at about the 15, would have got the first down, but that ball just couldn't get a catch to him. He did everything he could to try to get to it, but best all he could do was short hop it.
Coyotes with the football, 2:09 to work with. They get the ball to start the second half. DeRee throws in the flat. It's intercepted! Cutting off the pass and taking it in is Ethan Rabu. He just jumped the route. What a defensive play for Sandhills Thedford. 1 play and done goes the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes offense.
Ethan came up with a big play early on in the game against Winside last week and really turned that whole game around because it looked like Winside was going to make a move towards Sandhills Thedford, and that's when the Knights put them away.
From their opponent's 25-yard line, Mo Robinson not going to get much. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Second down there. Boy, Larry, this is fun football between these two teams. It's a chess match, to say the least, but it's a chess match if every third move you're able to punch your opponent in the mouth or something. This is highly entertaining.
Well, and I'm already, for Mo Robinson, going to the second line for how many carries. He's already carried the ball 21 times in this first half.
with two backs in front of him. Robinson, snap back, steps forward, now steps back, wants to pass, throws it to a wide open man. Mason Sutton reels it in and falls down inside the 10-yard line to the 6. That took a lot of willpower and athleticism from Mo Robinson. Again, backpedaling, just heaving it, just wills that one into the hands of his receiver, Sutton.
If he doesn't lose his balance, he may have scored there. He caught the ball and he was 5 yards open, but he just couldn't keep his balance, was able to struggle ahead for 4 yards.
Now Robinson will slowly walk up under center. And they might just bleed some clock off here, Larry, as there's 50 seconds to go here, second quarter. Robinson throws it back to Goshorn in the backfield. Goshorn searching for the edge, breaks a tackle, but stepped out of bounds on the near side at the 3-yard line. We'll call it the 4, actually. It'll be second down and goal from there.
And that actually will go as a run because that was a backwards pass. Saw them practicing that in the warm-up when we had our long pregame. We watched the Sandhills, Thedford, and Anselmo-Merna kind of working on some of their plays, and that's one of them they were working on early on, and I was curious if they'd bring that one out.
Mo Robinson with Anderson and Goshorn behind him. Design quarterback run to the left side. Robinson bounces it out a couple of times, and Colin Wright can't bring him down before he crosses the plane and scores 6 more for Sandhills Thedford.
And on that rush, he goes over 100 yards in the game. 22 carries for 102 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns.
So we'll see what the Knights draw up on the 2-point attempt. This was important, Larry, for the Knights to score, knowing they have to kick it off to the Coyotes offense to start the second half. They extend that lead back up. And they'll go I formation for the 2-point try. Robinson, pitch play. Goshorn searching for the corner, finds the corner. 2 more on the board for the Knights. 37.6 remaining in the first half. Sandhills Thedford leads it 22-8 on Sandhills Express Video and KBBN Radio.
Body and Paint on the curve west of Broken Bow, offering reliable auto body repair and paint services that you can count on. From ding removals to complete collision restoration and color-accurate paint jobs, their team delivers with affordable prices, free estimates, and the skill you're seeking. Customer satisfaction is their goal every single time. Get your vehicle looking its best. Call Rod's Body and Paint at 308-872-5346 today.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
See Brent Custer in Broken Bow and find out why so many of their clients would recommend shelter.
Welcome back to Myrna. Another Sandhills Thedford score puts the Knights up 22-8. Don't count out the Coyotes here in this first half yet. They've got 37 seconds to work with. A dribbler up the middle. Colin Wright does the right thing and just jumps on top of it at the 19.5-yard line. Coyotes will take the possession there, and we'll see, Larry, how aggressive they want to be here in the second round of the playoffs.
Well, and they do know that they have the football to start the third quarter, so it will be interesting to see if, and they're going into the wind a little bit. It's died down some, but it's still out there. So we'll see if they elect to try to do something fancy or not.
Dree in the shotgun, a man to his left and his right. Dree stumbles out across the 25-yard line to the 26. No timeouts coming in. I think they might just elect to take this one into halftime.
I think sometimes you kind of look at the fact that we got a Dane Dree out there. We're going to see what he can do, see if he can break one loose. If so, great. If not, well, then we'll go to half.
Snap back to Dree. Dree breaks into the open. He's only got one man to beat, but can't beat him. Pulling him down is Carter Anderson at the 39-yard line, and Anselmo-Merna sees that play happen, and they say, okay, now we're at about midfield. 0.3 of a second on the scoreboard, and it's going to be a timeout. Anselmo-Merna will take a quick one as well.
Dental is proud to cheer on the area student athletes. At their location on Highway 2 in Broken Bow, their state-of-the-art clinic blends cutting-edge dental care with a warm, personalized approach, because a confident smile supports success in and out of the game. From routine family dentistry to emergency treatment, they have you covered. Call 308-767-2002 to schedule an appointment at Broken Bow Dental. Be brilliant.
Welcome back to Merna, Clark Adams Field. Anselmo-Merna's got 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the top for the quarterback, DeRee.
Just got a clarification here on the scoreboard too, Jeremy. It's 8.3 seconds.
Oh, it's that pesky middle red light on that scoreboard. The 0 is, in fact, an 8. Snap back to DeRee, looking for a wide receiver. Throws one over the middle, wants Timmy Myers. Timmy Myers high points it. He's inside the 10. Knocked down at the 5-yard line. They wave the hands. Everyone runs forward. They're going to have to set the chains up there. Even though it is 1st and goal from the 4-yard line is where they spot him, they're going to have to get up and get this ball snapped. Was a timeout taken? No. Time ran out.
Well, I'm a little surprised because the chains weren't even set. That was a little bit surprising there.
Yeah, time must have run out on the play, or at some point, 0 showed on the scoreboard. The chains you wouldn't need, but you'd need the down marker in any situation, and it was out around the 30-yard line. Boy, the Coyotes made that exciting there at the end of the first half, but they trail 8-22. It's halftime. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll give you a look at the scoring summary there from that exciting first half.
Central Nebraska Diesel, your full-service Renke dealer, wishes all of the area student-athletes and the Huskers a winning season. With Renke, you are always the winner. Call Central Nebraska Diesel to find out how a new Renke irrigation system can help score more points in your farming operation. Best of luck to all of the area student-athletes, and go Big Red in competition and in the classroom. From Central Nebraska Diesel, your local irrigation experts.
Bubba's Smoke Shack in Pleasanton, where the smoke's rolling and the flavor's unforgettable. From wood smoke barbecue and mouth-watering brisket to their award-winning sauce, Bubba's does it right every time. Big event or small, they've got you covered. And don't you forget those famous Bubba's beans, a crowd favorite. Everything's homemade and the word reheated isn't in their vocabulary. Call Shane with Bubba's Smoke Shack today at 308-440-3680 and make your next event one to remember.
Larry Leaphart and Lacey Hopt with Pioneer Hybrid International are your local Pioneer seed team, providing year-round support to improve your yields. They're with you from the word go. Contact Larry or Lacey today. They'd be excited to partner with you, supporting you from start to finish and supporting these student athletes on the road. Larry Leaphart and Lacey Hopt with Pioneer Hybrid International, serving Central Nebraska.
Big jobs take the right equipment. Simply put, K&K Backhoe and Irrigation has that equipment. Call them at 872-2547. They do septic systems, block grading, water and sewer lines, septic pumping, dirt hauling, irrigation pipe repair, snow removal, basement and footing excavation, concrete removal, and dozer work. Call K&K Backhoe and Irrigation at Broken Bow. They're ready to go to work. 872-2547.
When the crowd is there, you want to bring your A game.
You've practiced hard. You've thrown, caught, run, jumped, tackled, set, and spiked plenty in practice over the years.
Then a basketball meets your face.
Next game, it happens again.
You get flashbacks of that volleyball that did the same darn thing.
I'm Dr. Jeff Sanger.
And I'm Dr. Jinsey Ross.
If you're fighting a blur other than your running speed, schedule an appointment with us at Prairie Eye Care. Whether in sports or everyday life, we want you seeing 20/20.
Prairie Eye Care is proud to support this broadcast of high school athletics.
Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is a proud radio sponsor of area high school sports. The skills that students learn in athletics go beyond the playing field. These student athletes learn teamwork, work ethic, and competitiveness, just to name a few. The sports that they participate in also are a way to bring communities together. The team at Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is happy to help bring you this broadcast to cheer on your team.
Today on Hey Culligan, why does your team stink? Here's Coach Waters.
Hey Culligan, yeah, my team stinks.
Ooh, harsh.
No, I mean they stink. They won't hit the showers because it makes their skin all dry and itchy.
Coach, it sounds like your guys have been hit hard by hard water.
You kidding me? Hard water?
Yep, so let's call an audible in the form of one Culligan Smart High Efficiency Water Softener to get the smooth back in their skin and the stink out of your team.
Okay, Culligan, I'm putting you in.
Coach, we're already on the way.
Your local Culligan men are Del Moniker and Tim Wright in Broken Bow.
Hey everyone, this is Tammy at Fixed Right Auto Body in Broken Bow. When you're taking your vehicle in for repair, go with the place that treats your vehicle like it's their own. That's Fixed Right. From paintless dent removal and hail damage repair to deer collisions and panel replacement. Come get an estimate today. Safety and attention to detail are always our top priority. That's Fixed Right Auto Body. We're just north of the railroad tracks on 10th Avenue in Broken Bow.
Halftime here in Merna, 10:50 to go. Before we start the second half, if they don't add any time, which they likely will, Sandhills Thedford leads it 22-8 over the Coyotes of Anselmo-Merna. We'll take a look first at your scoring summary. Sandhills Thedford took the opening possession of the game from their own 25-yard line, capped it off with a 4-yard touchdown run by Mo Robinson. 2-point conversion was no good. It was 6-0 Sandhills Thedford with just over 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Anselmo-Merna got the kickoff but fumbled it right back to Sandhills Thedford, but their defense came up big, didn't allow Sandhills Thedford to get into the end zone despite starting on the Anselmo-Merna 28-yard line. Several punts later, Sandhills Thedford took the ball into the second quarter and capped off a drive with a 2-yard touchdown run by Mo Robinson. 2-point conversion was good at the 9-10 mark of the second quarter. It was 14-0 Sandhills Thedford. Anselmo-Merna would answer, though. 4 yards out was the run for Dane DeRee, the lone score for the Coyotes in the first half. 2-point conversion was good. The Coyotes pulled to within one score. 8-14 was the lead for the Knights of Sandhills Thedford. Sandhills Thedford would turn it over on downs at the 2:09 mark. Anselmo-Merna had the ball intercepted on the very first play of their next drive by Sandhills Thedford's Ethan Rabu, and with 2 minutes left, Sandhills Thedford took over and got a drive that ended in a score. A 4-yard touchdown run by Mo Robinson, his third touchdown rush of the first half. 2-point conversion was good. That gave us our halftime score of 22-8 in favor of Sandhills Thedford. Anselmo-Merna tried to make it interesting with the last 37 seconds of the half. They got the ball down to the 4-yard line, but time ran out before they could try another play to get to pay dirt. Again, your score at the half, 22-8, Sandhills Thedford. Back after this, Larry will give you a quick look at the stats.
Monty Hermsmeyer with Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer Seed wishes these hardworking athletes the best as they compete in the sports broadcast. Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer works hard to provide quality service and stands behind their product. Just like Pioneer Seed is the foundation of a bountiful harvest, our area student athletes are the seeds to our future success. Good luck from Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer Seed, located in Sargent.
450 Ag, relationships, knowledge, agriculture. Sandy Priest and Mallory Kuski with 450 Ag have locations in Broken Bow and Kearney. So when you need guidance on protecting your farm, ranch, or crops, they're never too far away. They specialize in crop insurance, offering multi-peril, hail and wind, livestock risk protection, and pasture, rangeland, forage insurance. Sandy and Mallory know what suits your needs and are excited to talk to you. Make an appointment or catch them at their offices. Visit 450ag.com. Invested in your future, insuring for your success.
Just as all the athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season, the Anselmo-Merna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the Boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo-Merna Boosters.
Consolidated is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated super fast broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
Medicare open enrollment is here now through December 7th. Bass Enterprises is ready to help you review your current plan, compare new options, and find coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're enrolling for the first time or making changes, Teresa Bass and Addie Jo Martin can help. Call and make your appointment today. You'll find Bass Enterprises at 2021 South E Street, Suite 4 in Broken Bow, right beside Maple Park Dental. Bass Enterprises, your local Medicare experts.
Electricity. We use it every single day. Kristen Electric is ready to help you with your electric projects in underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. If it needs electricity, Kristen Electric can get it there. Call 308-258-4164. They'll figure out a plan to get you on the way to having reliable electricity. For underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. Proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes by sponsoring this broadcast. Kristen Electric.
Let's go Coyotes. Muddy Creek Auto is fired up to cheer on Anselmo-Merna this season. Thinking about a new ride? Jump online to Muddy Creek Auto or cruise by their lot right across the highway from the school in Myrna. Fresh inventory is rolling in all the time, and you can catch the latest on Facebook too. Drive strong, play hard, and keep that Coyote spirit alive. Brought to you by Muddy Creek Auto.
The Market and Mill is nestled right in the community of Anselmo, and they would love for you to visit sometime soon. The market continues to offer a great variety of convenient items you can swing by and grab to put in your fridge, cabinets, or pantry. The Mill is a place for the community to come together over a delicious coffee shop experience. Open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 6, and Sunday, 9 to 2. The Market and Mill in Anselmo, cheering on the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes.
Welcome back to Myrna with a look at your halftime stats. Sandhills Thedford lead on the scoreboard of 22-8 over Anselmo-Merna. Here's Larry.
All right, let's take first of all at the total yardage. 192 yards for Sandhills Thedford, 103 on the ground, 89 in the air. And then for Anselmo-Merna, 119 total in the first half, 63 through the air, 56 on the ground. Individually, it's been the Mo Robinson show for the Knights. He is 7 of 11 for 89 yards in the passing game. That is something we hadn't seen a lot of and we're not really totally expecting, but he has done a good job of spreading out those passes. 3 catches for 39 yards to Mason Sutton, 3 catches for 29 yards to Carter Anderson, and 1 to Peyton Sainer, which was a big catch of 21 yards that kept the drive alive that they later scored on. And then Mo Robinson, he's just been the man on the ground as well. Had a big 32-yard run early in the game, set up a score. He's got 102 yards rushing on 22 carries. And again, so here at halftime, they've got 192 total yards of offense. For Anselmo-Merna, we talked about 119 yards. But keep in mind, 36 yards came on that final play of the first half. That was a 36-yard pass play to Timmy Myers. Timmy's caught a couple of balls for 43 tonight. Keenan Priest had 1 catch for 20. Dane DeRee, 3 of 5 in the passing statistics for a total of 63. He has accounted for the rushes as well, 13 times for all 56 yards on the ground for the Coyotes. And again, they end up here at halftime with 119 yards. Big stat, 2 turnovers against the Coyotes, none against Sandhills Thedford. The Knights not able to capitalize on the first one, but they were able to take the second one in and extend that lead back to 2 touchdowns after getting the interception from Rabu.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. At the half on our sister station, it's Hitchcock County leading Twin Loop by a score of 16-10. Very tough Twin Loop squad, very physical team that nobody should want to play, as is the case with all of these teams from the district, which Sandhills, Thedford, and Anselmo-Merna were both a part of as well. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we'll either give you the start of the second half, or we'll give you a look at some other scores that are happening across the state. It's halftime. Sandhills Thedford leading 22-8 over Anselmo-Merna here in Merna at Clark Adams Field.
For a good time, delicious food, and the coldest of drinks, it's waiting in Anselmo at the 1886 Good Time Saloon. Head in to enjoy daily lunch specials on weekdays from 11 until 2. Homemade pizza Tuesday through Sunday, and Saturday is prime rib night, which comes with your choice of potato and salad bar. Whether you're driving through or you make it your destination, 1886 Good Time Saloon will see you soon in Anselmo. They're proud to cheer on the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes.
Good luck to the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes from Jordan Dental in Merna. Dr. Clint Jordan and his staff want to congratulate the Coyotes on their success as a team. You've all certainly worked hard to get better, and it's exciting to see you compete. Call the Jordan Dental office for your next dental checkup. 643-2255. They'll help you have a winning smile. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Jordan Dental in Merna.
The Forget-Me-Not Shop and Louie's Body Shop in Sargent are proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes. The Forget-Me-Not Shop offers beautiful floral arrangements and a great selection of gifts, while Louie's Body Shop will get your ride looking its very best. At their locations in Sargent, they're thankful for your business and are proud to cheer on the hard-working student athletes who give it their all each game. Go Coyotes!
This fall, the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes have shown what true grit, teamwork, and heart are all about. From the first kickoff to the final whistle, you battled every yard with pride and determination. And now you're in the Nebraska State football playoffs. Congratulations, Coyotes, on an incredible season of hard work and success. Your community is behind you all the way. Nebraska past your doors cheering you on as you forge ahead, stronger than ever. Go Coyotes, bring home the win.
Fall flavors are at Dairy Queen in Broken Bow. Try them all, like the new Caramel Toffee Cookie Blizzard, loaded with creamy DQ soft serve, sweet caramel, crunchy praline candy pieces, and rich blondie brownie pieces. A taste bud celebration in every spoonful. And yes, it's back. The legendary Pumpkin Pie Blizzard, a seasonal favorite that feels like autumn in a cup. Stop by DQ in Broken Bow today and treat yourself to the sweetest part of the season.
This broadcast is brought to you by proud Coyote supporters Trotter Fertilizer and Trotters Woe and Go of Merna. The entire staff at Trotters is proud to sponsor this broadcast in support of the student athletes who remain so impressively dedicated despite all that is on their busy schedules. Strengthen your operation with Trotter Fertilizer or keep your ride fueled up and going at Trotters Woe and Go. Sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Blakeman Seed, your local Asgrow and DeKalb dealers, are proud to work alongside the hard-working farmers who help our communities grow. And they see that same dedication in today's student athletes. The Anselmo-Merna Coyotes know what it means to put in the effort day after day to reach their goals. Blakeman Seed is proud to sponsor this broadcast and bring the action to those cheering from home. Keep growing strong, Coyotes. They are proud of you.
Sievers Angus, Ty, Tabby, Tate, and Tilden Sievers wish the Anselmo-Merna student athletes and coaches the best during this sports season. They'll be cheering on the Coyotes. Hey, feel free to contact Sievers Angus for your private treaty heifer and your Angus seed stock needs. For more information, visit SieversAngus.com. Success is born out of faith, an undying passion, and a relentless drive. Proud to sponsor this broadcast, Sievers Angus. Go Coyotes!
Welcome back to Clark Adams Field. Well, Larry, we expected a physical game, and we saw it there in the first half. I would venture to guess these teams didn't have a halftime conversation where they said, hey, guys, we're being way too physical. They're going to go out there, and they're going to be physical again, and we'll see how things hash out here. The quarterfinal round on the line. The kickoff from Mo Robinson is picked up by Kanan Priest inside the 15 at the 14. Priest out to the 25-yard line. He's physically lifted off the ground between two Coyotes and two Sandhills Thedford Knights. The tail end of the football will sit at the 25-yard line. Thrivent is proud to support the area teams as they work hard to achieve their goals. Representative Scott Harvey wants to help you with your financial goals by creating a strategy that reflects your priorities and protects what matters most to you. For insurance, investments, or planning for retirement, call Scott Harvey and Thrivent Financial at 872-2511. Dane DeRee, the run off the near side, reverses field. He's into the open. Oh, shoestring tackle pulls him down. Carter Anderson might have saved at the very least a lot more yardage, if not a touchdown. Second down and a long 2 upcoming.
That looked like it had the possibility of breaking loose for a touchdown, and Carter Anderson just kind of came out of nowhere and quickly brought him down by the legs.
Creativity of Dane DeRee to completely reverse field almost broke a big one. DeRee in the shotgun with the man to his left and his right. 5 linemen in front of him, snap back. The handoff is to Timmy Myers. Tried to bounce it to the outside and not having it was Mason Sutton. Tackles him in the backfield. One of very few tackles for loss we've seen in this game. It's 3rd and 5 back at the 30.
And that's the first time tonight that we've seen the end around, and it doesn't work. It's going to lose about 4 yards on the play, and Mason Sutton was all over that one.
Wells to the right and Priest to the left of DeRee in the shotgun. His heels on the 25-yard line of Anselmo-Merna. Snap is back, low at his knees, option play, pitches it to Priest. He's got a first down. He's wrangled down just short of midfield at the 39-yard line. Big time option play from the Coyotes. You gotta love option football on Halloween night in the playoffs.
Good call by Troy Gilligan to go to the option to the outside. It looked like Sandhills Thedford had 4 or 5 players up inside, looking maybe for DeRee to carry that ball there, and then to pitch it out really gave them the option.
The play from almost midfield, Dane DeRee gets turned away, shoves Mo Robinson to the ground, and then eventually gets wrangled by Carter Anderson and Peyton Sainer. Boy, Mo Robinson was in there trying to make a tackle. Dane was bent over at the waist and then stuck his arm out and threw Mo Robinson to the ground. What an offensive play.
And that's what makes Dane DeRee so dangerous, is once you think you might have him down, you probably don't. Until you get him down to that grass, he's going to be fighting for yardage all the way.
Shotgun look for DeRee. Design quarterback run. DeRee patient running. Going to pick his way forward for about a gain of 3.5 out across the 35-yard line of Sandhills Thedford. The drive continues for Anselmo-Merna, but facing another 3rd down and short 5 yards as we go inside. We approach 9 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Nothing fancy, but it does make 3rd down and 5, 3rd down and 4 an approachable pickup, possibly in 2 plays.
DeRee off the left side, stumbles over a couple of players, including one of his own. We'll see where they spot him. They spot him at the 30-yard line. That's a first down for Anselmo-Merna. Another big 3rd down pickup, and the drive continues.
Well, and they've basically kept it all on the ground so far. Here on this drive has Anselmo-Merna. 9 yards on an option by Keenan Priest, but 18 yards on the ground so far for Dane DeRee.
1st and 10 from the Knights 30 for the Coyotes. Snap back to DeRee, jabs forward, now steps back, wants to pass, feels some pressure, runs forward, and escapes. On the scramble, Dane DeRee is going to be wrangled down, but I think a face mask is coming as Ethan Rabu was on the tackle. It had that look about it. We'll see if that is in fact the call. DeRee did a lot of running there for just a gain of 1.5 yards, but they're going to get some yardage for free, as it is in fact a face mask.
Yeah, and that's one of those You know, he's one of those players that's you just try to get a hold of him any way you can. And unfortunately for Sandhills Thedford, Rabu reached up a little too high that time and was called for the personal foul.
From the 14-yard line, Anselmo walks forward. Anselmo-Merna with a man to the left and right of Duree in the shotgun. Duree runs off the left side, tries to bounce a little bit. Eventually dives between a couple of blockers, gets inside the 10-yard line, splits the yardage they need on second down by about half.
And again, you know, we talked about it just before half, where in the second quarter, it's still that way here in the early portion of the third. And Anselmo-Merna doesn't have to panic. They can continue to just run their offense, then try to come up with some clean defensive stands and just be themselves.
5 linemen in front of Duree with Priest to his left and Wells to his right. Snap back to Duree. Low snap, follows Priest, gets inside the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Coyotes. Dane Duree, a patient, inspired run for the Coyotes, who put 6 on the board. It's a 1-score game.
And that's about as Anselmo-Merna of a drive have we seen from the Coyotes all night long. That was just Dane Duree keeping the ball, working things downfield. They used the option. They just went back to making it just nice and simple, and it results in a touchdown for the Coyotes.
Dane Duree with his second rushing touchdown. Now the Coyotes need that all-important 2-point try. Snap back to Duree. It's low again. Duree pitches it late to Priest. Priest strung out by the defense of Sandhills Thedford, and the 2-point try does not go in. Guess who on defense? It's Ethan Rabu. Shuts it down, and it remains a 22-14 lead for Sandhills Thedford over Anselmo-Merna here at Clark Adams Field.
If it has to do with moving the ground, call Bill Myers with Reliable Earth Construction. He's ready to head to the site you have your eyes on and remove trees, move dirt, or clear it and prep it for anything. Simply put, you don't have to worry about whether or not Bill has the equipment to do the job. Give him a call and you know he'll get the work done right. 308-870-0329 for Reliable Earth Construction, sponsors of this sports broadcast.
The McGinn Ranch knows a thing or two about hard work, long days, early mornings, and giving your best no matter the challenge. That's why they're proud to support the dedicated student athletes of Anselmo-Merna. Just like on the ranch, success in competition takes grit, teamwork, and heart. The McGinn Ranch is proud to help bring this broadcast to those who can't be there in person. Keep working hard, Coyotes. They're cheering you on.
Destry White with the dribbler up the middle. It's caught by an up man for Sandhills Thedford. Dropping to his knees for Sandhills Thedford was Caleb Clark, the freshman 130-pounder out there, making a really good sure catch right at the chest, retaining possession for the Knights, who will go back to work with a 22-14 lead.
Caleb Clark, of course, as you mentioned, a freshman, but he's the player that came up with the first turnover of the game on the kickoff return.
I formation for Mo Robinson and the Knights of Sandhills Thedford. Design run off the left side. Robinson searches for room on the outside. Does he step out of bounds? No, not until he picked up a first down inside Coyotes territory, just a football length across midfield. He must have really tiptoed the sideline about 3 strides before that. I thought he ran out of real estate.
Yeah, he did a really good job of staying along that sideline. He almost broke out of that tackle at around the 40-yard line. They are going to say he did step out back at the 40.
Football straddles the 40-yard line. One wide receiver to the top for Sandhills Thedford. That's Goshorn. Robinson was in the shotgun, now runs up under center. Gets the snap, fakes the pitch, comes near side. Gonna have to outrun a couple of Coyotes. He does so. Inside the 30, tripped up. Shoestring tackle there. Brings him down at about the 19, no, they're gonna say the 25-yard line, excuse me. Drake Doss might have saved a touchdown there. At the very least, saved much more yardage.
And Doss inadvertently got his foot connected up with his. It wasn't purposely like tripping, but he got his feet kind of accidentally connected with him and tripped him up.
Out of the I formation, Robinson gets the snap, and he trips. I think he tripped on his center, who stepped back against a Coyote defender. And Robinson loses a yard on the play at 2nd and 11. Sandhills Thedford needs to make the 15 for a new set of downs.
Well, them laces might make a difference, too. I see he was lacing them up afterwards, so sometimes that will happen as well.
Play comes in from the far sideline. Up there on the east side of the field sit the Sandhills Thedford fans and the team. As the Knights go back to the I. Robinson under center, gets the snap, drops back, almost stumbled again, throws to a man out in the flat, and it is not received. Fell out of the hands of Carter Anderson. It was thrown a little bit behind him. Anderson again, boy, that kid wants to make catches, doesn't he, Larry? About every catch he doesn't make, he slaps the hands about 2 or 3 times. He's a passionate player.
He came open early. Robinson didn't see him till late and threw it a little bit behind him. And by the way, Mo Robinson came out limping a little bit, although he does jog up to the line.
Out of the I formation, Robinson runs it up the middle, ran into his own blocker. He got caught on the face mask there. No flag comes in. It's not often that I say I had a very good angle to see a little tug of a face mask, but there was one in there. It's 4th down and 12 after a short tackle for loss. Several Coyotes in there on the play, by the way, which Mo Robinson really was just blocked into by his offensive lineman.
Big play right here. Sandhills Thedford trying to get something going. Anselmo-Merna with a big defensive stop can change the tide of this game.
3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Robinson drops back to pass, has a man over the middle, short hopped it to Anderson again. This one was behind him and on the ground. Anderson didn't really have a shot at it. That's a turnover on downs, and Anselmo-Merna will take over at their own 26.5-yard line.
And Anselmo-Merna does the job they need to do defensively. They put the pressure on Robinson, forced him to get rid of that ball quicker than he wanted to.
The pitch is to Priest on the option play. Priest spins out of 1 tackle, and it gains him a yard. The play was for no yardage until that point. He maybe only got a half a yard on that play. It's 2nd down and a long 9. Boy, every yard is just hard-earned in this one, isn't it, Larry? It's not coming easy for these two teams. The defenses are playing so tough.
The turf, the gaining of turf has not been easy in this game. It's been a real dogfight between these two teams.
2nd and a long 9. DeRee in the shotgun. Man to his left and his right. They go out as blockers in front of him. DeRee is met in the hole by Mo Robinson. That was a big collision there. DeRee got 1 yard on the play. It's 3rd and 8.
It's fun when you see these two stars meet up on the offensive run and the defensive play. And we've seen that a number of times going both way, or going each way for the teams.
1 wide receiver each way for DeRee out of the pistol. Drops back to pass, nothing there. Flares out to the right. Flag flies on the play. DeRee throws it up. The only man there was the defender Carter Anderson. Closest player in the area was Colin Wright. We'll see what the flag is about. Anselmo-Merna praying that this is something on Sandhills Thedford. It is not. It is a hold on Anselmo-Merna. It is declined. It'll be 4th down and 8 for the Coyotes, who are probably going to have to punt.
And I don't think Dane DeRee saw him. We saw this earlier this year up at Taylor in the Twin Loop and Anselmo-Merna game, where they were able to go kind of slide Jackson Christian out there. He was open, but DeRee just never saw him.
4:07 to go, 3rd quarter. Coyotes trailing 14-22. DeRee punts it away for Anselmo-Merna. Anderson misjudged the bounce, has to track it down inside the 10-yard line. Now reverses field, goes up the 15, the 20. Flag flies on the front end of the play as Anderson reaches the 20-yard line. we'll see what the flag is about. It came from in front of Anderson from the right-hand side of your screen if you're watching the video stream. I guess the right-hand side of your radio dial if you're listening as well. It's a block in the back against Sandhills Thedford, and that is unfortunate because the flag flew, Larry, as Anderson was already going to the ground.
Yeah, there was a lot of oohs and ahs from the crowd down below us on a play maybe about 5-6 yards behind it. I think folks thought that was where maybe the block in the back is. It's going to take it all the way back to the 10-yard line. So Sandhills Thedford with the long field.
Knights with their work cut out for them here. They have the 22-14 lead, though. I formation for Robinson. Snaps it, runs it up the middle, right off the left side between a tackle and a guard. Drake Doss comes in there and knocks a pile of players for both teams down to the ground. All of that said, it's about a 2.5-yard gain, maybe closer to 3 for Maurice Robinson and the Knights. It can get deceptive yards inside with Robinson just running right between the tackles.
I think both these coaches have done a great job of making adjustments on the defensive end since halftime.
3:18 to go here in the third quarter. Robinson under center in the eye. The snap, throws it back to Goshorn. Goshorn makes a couple of men miss and is wrangled down with one arm. What a big-time play for Anselmo-Merna's Braden Wilson. He was getting pulled to the ground, and he reached his right arm up and just slammed Goshorn to the ground.
He did. He just reached up, and it was like the gate closed. You know, when you're running along, maybe you're running to the subway, which we don't do around here, but if you're running towards the subway and all of a sudden that gate just hits you, that's what happened right there.
Back to the I formation for the Knights. 22-14 is their lead. 2:30 to go, third quarter. Robinson going to have to outrun Wilson. Does. Robinson tries to throw it on the sideline. Was it caught in bounds? No. It was reeled in impressively by Mason Sutton out across the 25, but he couldn't get a foot down. And out of bounds was the play. It's fourth down. Sandhills Thedford going to have to punt. And again, Larry, the Anselmo-Merna defense comes up and gets a stop.
And, you know, the other thing, you know, that was a difference in the first half, the wind aided some punts. It's died down a little bit. It's still breezy, but not much.
And the folks here in attendance appreciate that as Robinson puts his foot into it. It bounces at the 38-yard line of Anselmo-Merna. Priest out across the 35-yard line, and they're going to spot him actually short of the 35, which I am surprised by. Coyotes will take it over in Sandhills Thedford territory.
Well, and now they're just 35 yards away from an opportunity to tie this game up late in the third quarter.
AM has been in striking distance the entire game. Sandhills Thedford has led the entire way. They led 6-0 at the end of the first, 22-8 at halftime. It's 22-14 right now. DeRee searching for room inside, breaks a couple of tackles, dragging Mason Sutton along with him to an 8-yard gain.
And Mason DeRee has really done a strong job here in the second half. He's got 98 yards now on a total of 22 carries. He had 56 and a half, so he's put on 42 yards on the ground on a couple of possessions.
Minute 45 here in the third quarter. Dane DeRee back in there with Priest to his left and Wells to his right. Snap is back. Play progresses to the right. DeRee has the first down. Patiently picks his way inside the 15 to the 13. First down, Anselmo-Merna.
And another big play, and he goes over 100 yards on the night with 112 now.
Clock starts back up after the chains get set. Ball sits at the 13-yard line. They need the 3 for a first down. They need 3 more than that for a touchdown and an opportunity to tie this one up. DeRee runs it right up the gut, out across the 10, grinding his way toward the 5-yard line. Spotted at the 6-yard line. That's a good first down play. Picks up every bit of 7 yards.
Well, we talked about it before the game. in the trenches might decide this. And right now, AM's starting to get the better of it in the middle.
50 seconds left in the third. We'll see at least one more snap. Duree standing at his own 10-yard line is going to get wrapped up before he meets the 5. No gain on the play, and we might just see this one head into the fourth quarter and flip the field. It looks like the Coyotes will do just that. Priest is going to run over and get a play, but he's not moving super quick. Now turns around and brings the play in. We might see one more snap.
Yeah, there's still 20 seconds.
Or at least an attempt by the Coyotes to get some free yardage on a hard call. We'll see just how loud Dane Duree barks for this one. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Duree snaps the ball, runs it off the left side, inside the 5, at the 4. The shove from his teammates. Forward progress stopped at the 4.5-yard line. It's going to be 4th down as we start the fourth quarter when we return. Coyotes with the football, facing a big 4th down, trailing 14-22 to the Knights of Sandhills Thedford. Come back for the fourth after this.
Photographs capture memories so we can hold on to them forever. Hillary Williams Photography offers family sessions, and she loves doing senior photos as well. Tying the knot? Call Hillary to take pictures to remember the big day, or have her capture newborn pictures with stunning results that live on forever. Call 870-4620 for stunning professional photography. Hillary Williams Photography is proud to support the student athletes by bringing you this broadcast.
Merna Valley Organic is proud to sponsor sports action on the radio. They love supporting these student athletes in all that they do, both academically and in sports. Merna Valley Organic is the natural choice for certified organic crops by Roger and Brent Safranek. It's their pleasure to help bring this broadcast to the airwaves for those who can't make it to watch in person. Merna Valley Organic is cheering on all of the area student athletes as they compete.
Welcome back to Clark Adams Field in Merna. He's Larry Cotner. I'm Jeremy Scheib. Jack Simpson behind the camera for those of you watching the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages. Thank you to those sponsors you see scrolling on your screen. Please notice them in the corner every now and then as we take in this wonderful game. 4th down from the 4-yard line. Anselmo-Merna needs the 3. Duree, a play in the back corner of the end zone. Is it caught? It is! Touchdown, Anselmo-Merna! A catch in the back of the end zone by Jackson Kristen. The passing play from 4 yards out. Duree stepped forward like he was going to run it, stepped back. Kristen was open in the back corner of the end zone. He bobbled it, Larry. It went off of his fingertips. In fact, Dane Duree reacted like he thought he didn't catch it. He did, and the Coyotes score 6 on a huge 4th down play inside the 5-yard line of Sandhills Thedford.
And a big 2-point conversion right here, possibly to tie it.
Snap back to Duree. Runs off the right side. Has blockers in front of him. Strings it out. Angles towards the end zone and is in. 2 more points on the board and we are tied. But a flag comes in from the back end of the play. It is a hold on the Coyotes, and the wind escapes the sails of Anselmo-Merna on that one.
Well, if there was a hold out there, that would help him to get to that edge, because it was once he turned the edge, he was able to get into the end zone, and now that changes things up a little bit.
So we'll see what the Coyotes elect to do here. The ball is sitting out past the 10-yard line at the 13. We're just 3 seconds into this fourth quarter, and already we've had so much happen. 2 wide receivers to the near side. It's Priest and Wright for Duree, who stands alone in the shotgun. Snap is back. Perfect snap. Duree jogs to the right, throws it in the end zone. It's knocked down. Mason Sutton gets 2 hands on it, almost intercepted it, but it falls to the turf, and the Coyotes go down by 2 after the big-time play on 4th down to put them within 2. It's 22-20. Sandhills Thedford with the lead, getting the football when we return.
It's electric when these student athletes battle in competition, and it's also electric in a different way when you trust KC Electric with your residential and commercial electrical projects. Whether the electricity was flowing and isn't anymore, or you're looking for electricity that's in a brand new spot, call Kim with KC Electric at 308-872-1046. That electricity will be flowing like it should be in no time. Enjoy this broadcast of the Nights, brought to you by KC Electric.
Ewald's Grocery in Thedford is your full-service grocery store, proudly stocked with high-quality foods, great prices, and the friendly service you can count on. They take pride in supporting their local community and appreciate every customer who walks through their doors. Ewald's Grocery is also a big supporter of the Sandhills Thedford Knights, always cheering on their hard work and dedication. Ewald's Grocery, your hometown store and proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Destry White puts the toe into it for Anselmo-Merna. It only makes it up to about the 37-yard line before it's snagged out of the air by Peyton Sainer. And that is a big-time play there, Larry, because Sandhills Thedford gets to take over right around midfield.
Boy, I scratched my head on that one because the Anselmo-Merna defense has been playing very well in the second half, and I'm surprised they didn't try to kick it deep and play the field position.
1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Snap is back to Mo Robinson, fakes the give across the middle. Mo Robinson has 5 yards up to the 40-yard line. And man, every now and then these two offenses just mix in a wrinkle to keep their opponent on their toes. And I got to tell you, as a play-by-play announcer, it keeps me on my toes as well. There was a lot of trickery there.
You know, these two teams met up 2 months ago. It was a 2-point win for Anselmo-Merna. Here it is tonight. 2-point lead for Sandhills Thedford.
Snap is back to Robinson, runs off the right side, has Anderson in front of him as a blocker, breaks into the second level, he might be gone, he is! Touchdown, Sandhills Thedford! 40 yards on the run for the quarterback, Mo Robinson.
Well, and that's similar to the run he made on the first possession tonight where he broke for 32, but they were able to wrestle him down. Once he broke containment that time, you could tell he was gone. And this is a huge 2-point conversion. It's either a 1 or 2 possession game.
Mo Robinson with Anderson to his left, Goshorn to his right in the shotgun. Snap is back. Robinson runs off the right side, gets stood up initially, does a second effort, get him there. He's grinding forward. Did he get it? He did not. Big, huge, amazing stop for the Anselmo-Merna defense on the 2-point try. And it is still a 1-possession game. Sandhills Thedford 28, Anselmo-Merna 20. Come back for the remainder of the fourth after this.
West Partitions Incorporated in Thedford would like to take this opportunity to salute all of the student athletes in the area for working hard to prepare for every contest of the season. Through all the hard work and determination you show, you are setting a foundation for a successful future after high school. Good work from Midwest Partitions, delivering expertise, efficiency, and execution. Midwest Partitions Incorporated in Thedford.
Western Nebraska Bank, bank on us, your locally owned family bank, quick decisions, friendly and trusted. Our roots run deep in agriculture, we're your bank, modern and flexible. Learn more at westernnebraskabank.com. Western Nebraska Bank, bank on us.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Clark Adams Field. Smoke from the concession stand still flying through the air, enticing people over to go and enjoy a burger. Sandhills Thedford still up by a score after the 40-yard touchdown run from Mo Robinson, who puts his foot into it. It's received at the 25-yard line and shot forward by an up man for Anselmo-Merna. Jarrett Wells gets it up to the 29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Anselmo-Merna there.
Well, I'll tell you what, both these teams working on the squib kicks here tonight on the kickoffs. That's probably in good practice for next week when they go to O'Neill against O'Neill St. Mary's. They've got one of the best players in the state in returning man, Gage Hedstrom. He returned one against Burwell to start the game today.
Duree runs it up the middle. Nothing doing there. Gets about 1 yard as several players for Sandhills Thedford stack him up. Mason Sutton leading the charge. Mo Robinson comes up from his DB spot to help out as well.
Of course, only one of these two teams is going to advance to that quarterfinal matchup next week against the unbeaten Cardinals.
Snap back to Duree. It dribbles back at his feet, throws off the timing a bit. Duree trying to make something of it. Makes one man miss, doesn't make the second and third miss. Guess who? Coming up and making the play is Peyton Sainer. We've called his name a few times tonight. Also coming up and helping out is Mason Cooksley, the 230-pound junior, getting in on the play. Loss of a couple outside of the sticks goes Anselmo-Merna.
Boy, that was just a nice play by Peyton Sainer. He was able to muscle him and contain him until help was there to help finish him off.
Dane Duree, 2 rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown here tonight. He's got 2 wide receivers to the top, 1 to the near side. It's Jackson Kristen as Duree drops back to pass, looking for a man over the middle. The contact looked like it was there early on Priest. It's an incomplete pass. Mo Robinson must not have heard the whistle as he picked up the ball after it shot out of there and went the other way. It was never received by Priest. But I can see why the folks in red over here by us, Larry, are upset. It looked like that hit came moments early on Priest and caused him to be unable to catch it.
Well, I'll tell you this. Tomorrow in the MIAA that I'll be seeing, that's okay. In high school ball, that might have been just a little too quick tonight from Goshorn.
4th and a little bit longer than 10 as Duree puts another line drive kick into the air. We'll see where the official on the near side spots this one. It'll be across the 20 up to the 23-yard line. That is where Sandhills Thedford will take over. This sports broadcast is brought to you by the Garden Center in Broken Bow, your year-round garden center. Inside you'll find a great variety of houseplants, something new for even the most experienced collectors, plus pottery, potting soil, and more. Open Monday until Friday, 10 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 10 until 2. The Garden Center in Broken Bow.
And to give Brandon Goshorn a little bit of credit there, he timed it up pretty well. He was going for the interception, but Kanan Priest stepped into that pattern, and it just kind of, he went up there and made contact just all slightly ahead of time.
Run on the right side, stringing it out is the defense of Anselmo-Merna, holding the gain for Mo Robinson to about 4 yards on first down. It'll be second down and a long 6 from just past the 25-yard line of the Knights.
Mo now with a total of 177 yards in this game on 30 carries.
He gets another carry, goes right up the middle, banging down against some Anselmo-Merna players, gets the first down. And it was hard-earned, too. Anselmo-Merna made him gain it the entire way.
And right now the clock is the friend of the Knights as we go under 9 minutes remaining in this game.
8:48 and counting as the Knights will be in no hurry, but you can't wait too long. You just kind of want to run your offense like normal here if you're the Knights. You got to remember you are only up 1 score. Robinson out of the I formation. This snap runs off the left side, waits for his blockers out in front of him, bangs one of his blockers down to the ground and gets the first down. Well, I didn't see if it was Anderson or Goshorn. One of them just ended up in the way of their quarterback and just got obliterated to the ground on Mo Robinson's way to moving the chains.
Well, that was Mo Robinson saying, thank you, Brandon Goshorn, for the block up there. Now I'm going to make it even more of a block by pushing you out of my way.
Just over 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Knights with the lead, churning out some more yardage here on this drive. That started on their own 29-yard line. Ball is at the 34 of AM. And now a little slower pace before the snap, which comes out of there hot. Mo Robinson does well to control it, but I don't know why that ball came out of there so hot as a flag flies after the AM defense jumps on top of Mo.
Boy, that's a tough break on Jarrett Wells. Oh, they're going to call targeting.
Targeting is the call against Anselmo-Merna. Just after the ball was shot back and AM had Sandhills Thedford potentially way outside the sticks, we're going to see a spot foul bring this back between the sticks and then some. It's going to be second down. We're going to figure out the down here. Yeah, second down and 4 from inside the 30-yard line of Anselmo-Merna.
Yeah, that was a 9-yard loss. But then the gain on the penalty makes it 2nd and 4.
7:44 to go, fourth quarter.
1st and 4.
1st and 4. You don't say that too many times. I formation for Robinson and the Knights. The snap, Robinson up the middle, bangs heads with Kanan Priest and gets the first down. The quarterback sneak gets 5 yards for the Knights. And about 3.5 of that at the end was Mo Robinson just imposing his will.
And for the Knights, this is exactly what they want to do. They want to have a good long drive, sustained drive that eats clock and ends up in a score.
Well, if you're Anselmo-Merna, you're going to keep thinking back to that ball being on the ground just one play ago and the opportunity that was there for you. Mo Robinson scooped it in with one arm, barely got back on top of it. He gets the snap here, fights his way forward, gets a nice little gain of about 4 yards. Man, there are not many quarterbacks or running backs that are going to be able to get 4 yards out of a play that develops like that. The Coyotes, you can argue, Larry, are doing everything right defensively. He's just shifting to the side and scooting through with his hips side to side.
And talk about also the fact that he has run the ball 35 times tonight, and he's still out there running the football. That's durability.
He's got his hands on his hips for sure. Second down and a long 5. So he's got Anderson just off his left hip, Goshorn behind him. They're going to run to the left side. Mo just kind of casually jogs his way out of bounds. The Coyotes are okay to see the clock stop, but they're not okay with the yardage given up as Robinson gets them to a 3rd and 2 situation.
And with that gain, he hits the 200 mark on the ground in this game.
First time they played against each other, Mo Robinson had 70 yards rushing and a touchdown. In this one, he's got those 200 yards and 4 rushing touchdowns.
He started as the running back in that first game back in August. Tonight, of course, and many of the games since that first night, he's been the quarterback.
They go up the middle, does Sandhills Thedford. Robinson with the carry, shoots forward. No signal yet. They'll give it the old eye test, and they'll say it is a first down, Sandhills Thedford. And they continue to grind forward and pick up these first downs as the clock continues to roll. And with every second that goes off of that, Coyote fans not liking it one bit. Robinson with Goshorn to his left, Anderson to his right in the shotgun. Snap comes back. Robinson off to the right side, runs behind Goshorn, gets inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. It'll be second down from that location. Your friends at Clang Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. Reach them at 308-872-6810. Clang Financial, downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street.
Well, Jeremy, since I started using your stat sheets, I have never had to write a person down twice, but I'm about to do that with Mo Robinson as he's going to be running out of space here pretty quick.
I formations. 2nd down and 6 as Robinson runs off the left side, goes around 2 blockers, down to the goal line, reaches the ball out. Did he get it there? No signal. He stopped short at the moment, but the officials are going to talk things over. Robinson was getting tackled and pulled out of bounds. He stuck his arms out to extend the ball.
Oh, he lost the ball.
He lost the ball at the end of the play. They say he fumbled the ball out of the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback, and the ball will go to Anselmo-Merna.
And they'll get it out at the 15. What a break for the Coyotes.
I did not watch the play through to completion to see that ball come out of there, Larry. I just plain did not see that happen.
I did not see it either. He got turned around, was facing the other way, but the officials did the right thing. Before they made any call, they got together, talked about it, and said it went through the end zone. And so AM, down by 8's got a great chance here.
Anselmo-Merna runs it off the left side, and Sandhills Thedford uses that fire to shut down the Dane DeRee carry. No gain on the play. It's 2nd down and 10. The ball came out after DeRee was down.
And if I'm not mistaken, both these teams have all 3 of their timeouts still remaining, Jeremy.
That could loom large.
AM needs a touchdown, but they also need a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, you can't play for the final score because you can't lean everything on that. You still got to make that 2-point conversion, like you said. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Snap is low for DeRee. Tries to recover, breaks into the open, makes one more man miss. He's into the open field and has a 1st down and more. Ball is spotted at the 32-yard line, and the Coyotes move the chains.
I said it earlier, I'll say it again. Good players make positive plays out of negative situations, and Dane DeRee once again did it right there.
Well, both of these quarterbacks at times tonight have had snaps at all parts of their body at all different speeds. DeRee, snap is at his waist, runs the option, shoves it out to Priest. Priest going to get gang tackled by 3 Sandhills Thedford Knights out there. Mo Robinson in on the play. Also Peyton Sainer, who comes up a little bit slow. And I think I also saw Ethan Rabu in there on that play as well. That's 3 big dudes hitting you.
Ethan Rabu is actually who made the initial hit, and he just popped up out of the pile, went back to the huddle like, let's go. Yeah.
2nd down and 9. Ball on the 34-yard line of Anselmo-Merna, needing a score, down by 8. Clock at 3:15. Snap back to DeRee, follows Jarrett Wells. DeRee bounces it to the outside, gets ankle tackled right at midfield, sets up 3rd down and certainly manageable. It's 3rd and 2. They need the 38-yard line of the Knights.
145 yards now on the ground for Dane DeRee. Now clock becoming a bit of a factor.
Anselmo-Merna still huddling up. Shouts coming from all around this field. It's a packed house on a Halloween night. Dane DeRee searching for room, has the 1st down, breaks a couple of tackles, and is out across the 35-yard line down to the 33. They stop the clock momentarily to move the chains, but the Coyotes have got to be thinking quicker movement here as the clock restarts at the signal of the officials.
And he almost got out of that grasp, and if he had, he would have been gone for the score.
The play comes in from the sideline. 2 new players into the game for Anselmo-Merna as well. Timmy Myers, certainly a deep threat on the passing game. Colin Wright in there as well. Keenan Priest to the top. Colin Wright to the bottom. Pistol set here for DeRee with Timmy Myers behind him. The snap.
They give it to Timmy Myers. Myers tripped up after a 4-yard gain. That just about went for more yardage as well. It feels like this hurry-up offense, Larry, or at least a quicker pace even with a huddle, seems to be working for the Coyotes.
It is. It's they feel the momentum right now. They're going with that quicker pace. Well, that play right there almost looked like it was going to go. Great tackle by Peyton Sainer.
2nd and 6 from the Knights' 27. Here come the Coyotes. Snap back to Duree right at his waist. Duree running the option, going to get smothered up after a 1-yard gain. The blocking in front of him just didn't develop enough for him to be able to cut back or really have an option there. He still turns it into about a 1.5-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down from the 26-yard line. Coyotes have got to get moving. The clock at 1:08 here in the 4th. Snap back to Duree. Follows Kanan Priest and Jarrett Wells. Coming in and making a play are the Knights. Who's on the bottom of the pile? I think I have an idea who it is. In fact, Mason Cooksley, who wrapped up Dane Duree and forced a Coyote timeout. It is 4th down and 3 from the 25-yard line when we return here to Merna.
The staff and administrators at Sandhills Public Schools are so proud of what this team has accomplished this season. They love backing the Knights. They get to see firsthand their hard work all the students put into their extracurricular activities all year long. No matter what activity or passion, Sandhills Thedford students set their goals high, and they're cheering them on every step of the way, saying, "Go Knights!" Sandhills Public Schools.
Thank you so much to all of the wonderful sponsors you continue to hear this evening, some of which are with us every single game from January 1st to December 31st on the high school and Huskers side of things. Thank you to each and every one of you joining us for this contest as well. Well, here we go. Out of the timeout. Here it is for the Coyotes. The game on the line, down by 8, 4th down and 3 from the 25. And a flag flies and false start coming. Oh, my goodness.
It looked like Jackson Christian out on the left end was leaning back. The official on that side threw the flag, and he had the best view of it.
Well, the hill to climb just became, 5 yards taller. It is 4th down and a long 7 for the Coyotes. The season on the line, they need to pick this up, and the coaching staff knows it. Coach Gilligan calls a timeout. We'll step away as well. 28-20, Sandhills Thedford with the lead, trying to get a 4th down stop.
This sports broadcast is brought to you by Cow Country Animal Clinic, cheering on the Knights and all of the area student athletes. They invite you to see them in Thedford. Whether you need vet services or supplies for animals that are large, small, or exotic. Enjoy the broadcast, brought to you in part by your friends and neighbors at Cow Country Animal Clinic of Thedford. Proud to be your local vet service and supply connection.
Welcome back to Merna. Well, it all comes down to this, Larry. The Coyotes need to pick this up to have an opportunity. 55 seconds left on the clock.
Having to use 2 timeouts on this 4th down play, Coach Gilligan had to just say, okay, this is it. You got to at least get the 1st down. You don't have to get the whole thing. You still have another timeout, but you got to get the 1st down if you're AM.
2 wide receivers to the near side for Duree, who drops back to pass. Guns one up, looking for Kanan Priest. Oh, it went off of his hands. It might have been slightly tipped by Mo Robinson. I couldn't quite tell if he got a fingertip on it, but Kanan Priest had an opportunity at that one. It glanced off of his hands and then his shoulder pad and went out of bounds, and the Knights will take over with 50 seconds to go in this second round matchup, leading 28-20.
Robinson was in great field position. I'm not sure if he got a hand on it, but he got a hand in front of Priest.
Well, now if you're the Coyotes, you have got to rip at that football, but no opportunity to do so, as the Sandhills Thedford Knights just going to be able to kneel this one away
as the Coyotes don't have any timeouts to stop the clock. And Mo Robinson is limping hard right now as well.
Boy, he's been a battler in this.
The snap and the kneel as the Coyotes come in and they hit Mo Robinson after he had taken the knee. A flag is going to fly, and they're going to move the ball forward for the Knights, who can feel the wind now. They've got a date on the road taking on O'Neill St. Mary's, who got a 46-6 win over Burwell earlier on today. The Knights played against Burwell, lost that game 38-54. That was a part of their 1-2 start. They've been on a hot streak since then. Penalty yardage marked off against the Coyotes, and Mo Robinson will kneel it one more time, and another flag flies.
Well, the player this time,
yeah.
I think Coach Gilligan just yanked him.
Yeah, Jarrett Wells, the player that he ran into just playing till the end of the game here, ended up knocking into Mo Robinson and bringing him down. So they mark off another 15 yards, 12.5 seconds on the clock here in the fourth quarter.
Kind of an ugly ending to a game that's been so well played.
It has been. We did not see that many penalties throughout this contest. Really good football played by both sides. Physical football. And the clock will start, and nothing has to be done. Sandhills Thedford comes on the road here to Merna, and they get redemption. They lost in week 1, 34-36, and they get the win here, 28-20, but the clock will stop one last time.
Yep, I'm not sure who took the timeout here. Anselmo-Merna did.
Oh, they had one more in their pocket. Okay, so we'll step away quickly as well and come back after this.
Troy Sainer with Sainer Ranch and the Redwood Inn is proud to help sponsor this sports broadcast. Located right in the heart of the Sandhills, the Redwood Inn is a charming motel in Halsey, perfectly situated for your family vacation, weekend getaway, or just a short stay on your way through the Sandhills. With new ownership, they are excited to provide continued improvements. Check out their Facebook page. Proud to support the hard work of the Sandhills Thedford Knights, Sainer Ranch, and the Redwood Inn.
Welcome back to Merna, as we'll see one more snap of the ball here in the second round of the D2 matchup between Sandhills Thedford and Anselmo-Merna. The snap and the knee for Mo Robinson, and time will officially run out on this one. The folks from Dunning and Thedford and the surrounding Sandhills were treated to an amazing Sandhills Thedford win here tonight in Merna. The Knights win it 28-20 in a tough battle in the trenches between Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll give you a look at the second half scoring summary. Larry will have a look at the numbers, and we'll have a little bit of a post-game show for you here on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
Fall means football, volleyball, cross-country, golf, and plenty of busy days and nights. And the Tumbleweed Cafe and Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill have you covered. Start your day with a quick, tasty breakfast or grab an easy take-and-bake casserole from Tumbleweed for those hectic evenings. After the game, head to Cracker Jack's inside the Tumbleweed building, open nightly from 5 to 10 for food, drinks, and good times. Whether it's family meals or post-game celebrations, it's all happening on East Highway 2 in Broken Bow at Tumbleweed Cafe and Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill.
This broadcast featuring the Sandhills Thedford Knights is being brought to the airwaves in part by Wayne and Terry Licking with the Licking Ranch. For them, there's nothing like the enjoyment they feel when watching these student athletes achieve their very best in competition and in the classroom. That's why they're supporting this broadcast, to bring the hard work of the future generations to you. Enjoy the broadcast, brought to you by Wayne and Terry Licking and the Licking Ranch.
Remember that hunk of iron out in the field? The one that's always in the way when you don't need it? It's just sitting there reminding you about the gasket that was leaking or that awful sounding motor you heard while moving it out of your way? You've got enough to worry about. Let Prod Irrigation take it from here. They work on all systems, and as your local Ranke dealer, they've got the parts, the experience, and the techs to fix it. Whether it's a quick repair or a full upgrade, Ranke and Prod Irrigation stand behind every system they touch. Reliable equipment, trusted service, and long-term support powered by Ranke. Prod Irrigation, let's grow together.
Left's Gun Care in Myrna is proud to help get the Coyotes on the air. Craig is an FFL dealer who buys, sells, and trades firearms, and he can special order what you need or repair what you have too. Follow Let's Gun Care on Facebook. There's a link to shop online on their page. Call for an appointment at 308-636-8371 or swing by Monday to Friday 8 to 1 or most weekends from 9 to 5. Go Coyotes from Left's Gun Care of Myrna.
This broadcast of the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes is brought to you by the Myers Ranch. The playoff road is tough, challenging, and rewarding. This team has made the community proud, and they are standing behind you all the way. Congratulations on a great season, Coyotes, and best of luck as you continue to pursue your dreams in sports and in the classroom. Everyone at the Myers Ranch is rooting for you, and they are proud to help sponsor this broadcast.
David Hibner of North Platte is running for the U.S. House of Representatives for District 3 in this May's primary. He stands for faith, family, and patriotism and is a veteran Border Patrol agent as well as a cow-calf operator and agricultural producer. You're invited to meet him and his family in Thedford at the Thomas County Fairgrounds on November 22nd. Trent Luce, host of the Loose Tales podcast, will be the guest speaker. For more information or questions, visit davidphibner.com. Paid for by Hibner for Nebraska. Thomas Livestock is proud to help sponsor this sports broadcast, featuring some of Central Nebraska's great student athletes. Thomas Livestock reminds you that eating pork gives you strength, so make pork part of your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's all kinds of ways to fix up pork. Wishing all of the area teams a successful season, Thomas Livestock, sponsors of this sports broadcast on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Fall chill is settling in central Nebraska, and you know what that means. Spiders, mice, and pests are looking for a warm place to move in. Don't let it be your home. With almost 20 years of experience, Uncle Bug's Pest Control keeps your home pest-free all year long. Local, reliable, and serving all of central Nebraska. Call today and tell them what bugs you. Uncle Bug's Pest Control, protecting your home one bug at a time.
Run fast, throw far, and hit hard, Coyotes. The Lonesome River Ranch is cheering you on by helping bring this sports broadcast to the airwaves. You have continually impressed fellow Coyote fans with your determination and can-do attitude. And to do it while accomplishing all that being a student-athlete demands is commendable. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by the Coyote fans at the Lonesome River Ranch.
Seeking a destination for awesome food and great times? Look no further than the Sandhills Corral in Thedford. They're open Monday through Saturday, 11 until 2 and 5 until 10, with daily specials plus Mexican Mondays, wing night Thursdays, and smoked prime rib on Fridays. Breakfast is served Saturday, 7 to 10 and Sundays, 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. Need to know that day's special? Call 645-2323. Make sure you like them on Facebook. The Sandhills Corral, where it tastes like home and you feel like a neighbor. Proud to support the Sandhills Thedford Knights.
Your final score, Sandhills Thedford 28, Anselmo-Merna 20. A hard-fought game by both of these teams and an instant classic on a Halloween night here in the 2025 playoffs. Let's take a look at your second half scoring summary. At the half, it was a 22-8 Sandhills Thedford lead, but Sandhills Thedford only needed 6 points in the second half. It was the first half lead that they were able to get that ultimately propelled them to this win. And Anselmo-Merna took the opening kickoff of the second half and took it all the way down the field. An 8-yard touchdown run from Dane DeRee, 1 of 2 on the evening for him. 2-point conversion was no good. At that point, it was Anselmo-Merna 14 to Sandhills Thedford's 22. Sandhills Thedford turned it over on downs, and Anselmo-Merna had to punt, as did Sandhills Thedford. We went into the fourth quarter where Anselmo-Merna on fourth down inside the 5-yard line, a 4-yard touchdown pass. Dandery to Jackson Christian in the back of the end zone. Didn't think he caught it. He bobbled it and then caught it with his back turned to the press box. It was 20-22. The 2-point conversion was no good. Sandhills Thedford would answer. Took the ball from their own 35-yard line. A couple of plays later, a 40-yard touchdown run from Mo Robinson. 2-point conversion was no good. It was 28-20. Sandhills Thedford at that point. That was the final score of our game. And Anselmo-Merna had to punt it away. A turnover inside of the end zone by Sandhills Thedford gave Anselmo-Merna new life on the touchback with under 5 minutes to go. Anselmo-Merna would eventually turn it over on downs on the Knights side of the field. The Knights would kneel it, and several Anselmo-Merna penalties would run out the end of this game. A very, very fun game to bring you on Sandhills Express Video and KBBN Radio. Mo Robinson, 4 rushing touchdowns. Dane DeRee with 2 rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown to Jackson Christian. To look a little bit deeper than the scores and more at the yardage and other stats, Larry will have that for you after we come back. You're listening to KBBN Radio.
Maple Park Dental Associates in Broken Bow, they are proud to use the latest technology to deliver the finest dental care with time, comfort, and compassion in mind. They love supporting the communities that they serve, and Dr. Ramsey and his staff hope that you enjoy this broadcast of high school sports. Maple Park Dental Associates in Broken Bow, proud to sponsor sports coverage. They would love for you to come in and say hi to Dr. Ramsey and his staff soon.
Broken Bow Livestock and Burwell Livestock provide cattle producers a place to buy and sell their livestock. When you're needing to market or purchase, call Drew Gaffney or Justin French at 872-3334. They're proud of their personalized customer service coupled with competitive livestock marketing. Give Drew or Justin a call with your questions at 872-3334. They look forward to making cattle auctions a breeze for you. Good luck to these student athletes from Broken Bow and Burwell Livestock.
Markham Construction, because ugly concrete isn't what anybody wants. Their commitment to great service and offering their customers experience on the job site remains consistent. If it's concrete work, make the call to Markham Construction. Block, additions, remodels, new construction, and more. Markham Construction at 308-870-5435. Happy to help bring you this sports broadcast featuring our amazing area student athletes who work so hard.
Gaffney Farms, a distributor of Lewis Cattle Oilers, is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast. As flies develop resistance to ear tags and as another herd is reinfested with lice during calving time, more cattlemen are recognizing the importance of providing year-long treatment for effective year-long control of parasites. Spring, summer, fall, and winter, go with Lewis Cattle Oilers from Gaffney Farms. Howard, Linda, and the boys would like to wish all the area athletes good luck.
P&M Auto, located on the west end of Broken Bow, is your go-to destination for reliable auto repair and maintenance. Just turn south by Dollar General and talk to Greg. Known for honesty, professionalism, and attention to detail, C&M Auto is ready with wrench in hand for both quick fixes and major repairs. Every community deserves an auto repair shop they can trust. Custer County has one. C&M Auto in Broken Bow. Visit them on Facebook or call 308-880-1258.
When storms bear down on your beautiful home and leave behind damage, you want it looking gorgeous again in no time at all. Custer County Exteriors is proud to serve Central Nebraska with their dedication and experience. They are local Central Nebraskans serving fellow Central Nebraskans. Their goal is for your chin to be down as little time as possible because of that storm damage. Call Nate with Custer County Exteriors, 402-641-3246. That's Custer County Exteriors at 402-641-3246.
Healing Hearts and Families is happy to help sponsor this broadcast of area-wide sports. At Healing Hearts and Families, they work to educate the public by implementing a variety of outreach activities and public education programs to increase awareness of domestic violence, trafficking, sexual assault, stalking, and bullying. They can also assist victims of domestic and sexual violence in connecting survivors with an advocate to support victims. Healing Hearts and Families, proud to serve Central Nebraska and to help sponsor this broadcast.
A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is proud to support our local student athletes and help bring you the action when you can't be there in person. When it comes to fixing cars, the bearded guys at A1 are kind of like mechanical wizards, just with wrenches instead of magic wands. Trust them. You'd much rather they have a wrench than a magic wand. They'll have your car running smoothly and get you back on the road in no time. Stop by 110 East 7th Avenue in Arnold. Call 308-848-2542 or click A1AutoRepairInc.com.
Welcome back one last time to Clark Adams Field, site of what was a very good football game between Sandhills, Thedford, and Anselmo-Merna. Two area teams for us here at KBBN Radio clashing in the second round of the D2 playoffs. Sandhills Thedford gets the win, advances to take on St. Mary's of O'Neill, who got a 46-6 win over Burwell earlier on today. Sandhills Thedford did play against Burwell earlier on this season and lost to them 38-54. Now, you can do that all day long. You can compare who's played who's done what, but when it comes down to it, these two teams that we saw here tonight were completely different teams than what we saw at the beginning of the season, Larry. And Sandhills Thedford is a formidable opponent for anybody that they face in the state. They're going to go and give St. Mary's a run at it next week.
The Knights program I saw tonight and a week ago against Windside looked nothing like that team we saw against Burwell way back in September. You and I were there on that Thursday night for that game, and this is a much better team than played that night. Let's take a look at the final stats here for the Knights. 296 yards of offense, and man, I'll tell you what, Mo Robinson, he was the man. 204 yards on the ground, 39 carries in doing so. He was also not too bad in the air. He was a total of 7 for 14 for 89 yards. All of those completions came in the first half for 89 yards. He dished it out pretty good to 3 different receivers, Mason Sutton, Carter Anderson, and Peyton Sainer. 296 yards, 207 on the ground for the Knights, 89 through the air. They did have 1 turnover, and that was a big one, as Mo Robinson looked like was either going to go into the end zone or pick up a first down, but they ruled that he had fumbled the ball through the end zone, and that gave Anselmo-Merna 1 more crack. Now, Anselmo-Merna, they had their own problems with the turnovers. They turned it over twice. First one did not cost them. That came on a kickoff early in the game, where it took a little while for AM to even get on the field to play some offense because they fumbled the kickoff right after Sandhills Thedford had scored. The other turnover and interception by Ethan Rabu did lead to a score. For the Coyotes, they ended up with 239 yards of offense. They only had 119 at halftime. They added 120 in the second half, but they were more successful in the scoring column in the second half. They only had 8 points. They came up with a couple of touchdowns in the second half, but were not able to get the 2-point conversions. Dane DeRee, he was the main player. He'll be back again next year. 153 yards on a total of 33 carries for Dane DeRee. He also, in the air, threw the ball for a total of 67 yards, and that was on 4 of 9 passing. His leading receiver was Timmy Myers, 43 yards on 2 receptions. Kanan Priest had a big 20-yard reception, and the only one in the second half went to Jackson Christian for a 4-yard TD. And the big one, though, to Myers, the 36-yarder, that was the biggest one of the night, came on the last play before half. And if Anselmo-Merna scores there, who knows what this game's like in the second half.
There really are several points of this game where you think, what if? There were so many close calls, so many big plays that happened at pivotal points of this game,
It was just a good football game. That's the sign of a good football game when you get done with a broadcast and you say, man, if AM was just able to do this, or what if Sandhills Thedford hadn't done this? It just is a sign of a really good football game, and that's what we witnessed between very good football teams here tonight. Want to give a shout out to the seniors for this Anselmo-Merna Coyotes football squad. Brett Olson is the 120-pound end and DB. Also joining him as a senior, Colin Wright, Jarrett Wells, Ryan Finney, Drake Doss, and Braden Wilson. Several of those guys we called the name of here tonight. And the rest of the roster, they go out for football again next year. They're going to be back. And Anselmo-Merna brings a lot of firepower back next year. I already know that they're looking to get back to the playoffs again next year. This is a very well-coached squad from Troy Gilligan, and they're going to be back, and they're going to be playing hard again next year. For Sandhills Thedford, the season continues, and they go on the road to O'Neill to face St. Mary's. Again, St. Mary's got the win over Burwell 46-6 earlier on today. Your final thoughts on this one, Larry, before I thank our sponsors one last time.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sandhills Thedford, and I talked about this in the pregame last week. We talked about it in the pregame this week, culture. Sandhills Thedford just has built a good culture there. They expect to win this time of year. How many years in a row now is this mean that the Knights are in the quarterfinals? They were in the quarterfinals a year ago. They had a state championship just a few years ago. They've had 2 runner-up trophies. They have been in the hunt each and every year, and they're going to be in the Final 8 once again.
When those young kids on the roster are able to see the success of the upperclassmen and then they themselves become upperclassmen, it does. It bleeds in from year to year to more success. And as the players get used to his system and Coach Cox's system, they're more apt to be able to play really, really well from the very beginning all the way through the end of their career. We've got more sports coming your direction tomorrow here on KBBN Radio, KCNI, and the Sandhills Express video stream. We're going to be in Sumner at 2 p.m. on KBBN as Sumner Eddyville Miller takes on Silver Lake in a volleyball district final. It's simple. You win, you go to state. You can listen to that on KBBN. On KCNI, Brent is going to be in Litchfield as Ansley Litchfield hosts Maywood Hayes Center. The Wolves come to town on 1280 AM and 96.3 FM. And on the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages, those of you that are in your cars driving back to Thedford and Dunning are going to want to be either in Dunning or watching on the video stream on the Sandhills Express YouTube or Facebook pages as Sandhills Thedford hosts Red Cloud at 3 p.m. in Dunning for the right to go to state. And then later on in the afternoon, in the early evening, it's the blackout game. Nebraska football hosting USC, their next opportunity at their first win against a top 25 team in longer than I would like to admit. 4:30 pregame, 6:30 kickoff right here on KBBN. And then on Sunday, the Nebraska volleyball team facing Oregon at noon, again on 95.3 FM. Folks, it has been an absolute pleasure being here with you this evening on KBBN Radio. Continue to notice those video sponsors scrolling on your screen on the video broadcast, which is available as a replay after we end our live stream here today for you to watch back on the Sandhills Express YouTube page. So let's go ahead and thank our wonderful radio sponsors who joined us for this broadcast here today in Myrna. They include A1 Auto Repair, Healing Hearts and Families, Custer County Exteriors, C&M Auto, Gaffney Farms, Markham Construction, Broken Bow and Burwell Livestock, Maple Park Dental, Broken Bow, Sandhills Corral, The Lonesome River Ranch, Uncle Bugs Pest Control, Thomas Livestock, Schaefer Beef, Myers Ranch, Leth's Gun Care, Pront Irrigation, Licking Ranch, Tumbleweed Cafe, the Redwood Inn and Sainer Ranch, Cow Country Animal Clinic, Sandhills Public Schools, Western Nebraska Bank, Midwest Partitions, Ewalt's Grocery, KC Electric, Myrna Valley Organic, Hillary Williams Photography, the McGinn Ranch, Reliable Earth Construction, Seavers Angus, Blakeman Seed, Trotter Fertilizer and Woe and Go of Myrna, Dairy Queen, Nebraska Pasture Door, Louie's Body Shop and the Forget Me Not Shop, Jordan Dental, 1886 Good Time Saloon, the Market and Mill, Muddy Creek Auto, Kristen Electric, Bass Enterprises, Consolidated, AM Boosters, 450 Ag, Hermsmeyer Agronomy, Fixed Right Auto Body, Culligan, Insurance of the Heartland, Prairie Eye Care, K&K Backhoe, Larry Leapart and Lacey Hop with Pioneer Seed, Bubba's Smoke Shack, Thrivent Financial, Backbone of Healthcare, The Garden Center, Klang Financial, and 4 County Heating and Air. Thank you so much to each and every one of those wonderful sponsors that joined us for this game here on KBBN Radio. And thank you to our sports sponsors that you'll continue to hear throughout the rest of the weekend on Nebraska football and Nebraska volleyball as well. For our videographer, Jack Simpson, for my color man tonight, Larry Kottner, I'm Jeremy Scheib, wishing you a great rest of your weekend. Make sure you tune in for district final volleyball tomorrow on both of our radio stations, as well as the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages. Nebraska football tomorrow evening and Nebraska volleyball on Sunday afternoon. Again, it's a victory for the Sandhills Thedford Knights. They get the win here in Merna, 28-20 over the Coyotes. Thank you again, everyone. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you for listening to our coverage of Central Nebraska high school football. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. A special thanks to our sponsors for making the coverage possible. You can thank them by allowing them to be of service to you. Join us next time for more exciting sports action here on 95.3, the mighty Thunderbird.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field, found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a 3-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown, good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Bay at the buzzer, hits the 3, nice-looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long 3, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep 3, hit it. That's a 3 for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau. Oh. Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos, a 3, got it. His 3rd from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Nice post move, lays it up and in, and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime, goes up and jams it.